Live from the Danbury Ice Arena in the Hat City, this is Danbury Hat-Tricks Hockey. Tonight, the Danbury Hat-Tricks look to make it a perfect 2-for-2 on the weekend as they host the first place Binghamton Black Bears. Thanks so much for tuning on in, folks. My name's Zach McGinnis. The Danbury Hat-Tricks wearing special green uniforms tonight, St. Patrick's themed. They will be auctioned off after the game, but this is the 12th game of the season between Danbury and Binghamton. Binghamton won the first 10. Danbury skated away with a shootout victory the last two times these teams met. Less than 10 games to go before the playoffs. It should be a good one between Danbury and Binghamton. We're going to head on down to ice level where the Bethel Middle School Choir will sing the national anthem. A near-capacity crowd here at the Danbury Ice Arena tonight, and a wonderful rendition of the national anthem as performed by the Bethel Middle School Choir. Now, we do have a few ceremonial face-offs to get out of the way as well. Sean Escovetti Jr. and Andy Steinweiner both celebrating a birthday. They'll get to drop the puck at ice level. Always fun, especially for a kid. You know, these are the kinds of memories that a kid holds on to for the rest of their lives. But while we have a moment, we can tell you about the starting lineups for both teams this evening. You get a good look on your screens at home. Making his professional hockey debut is Brandon Shantz of the Binghamton Black Bears. Shantz graduating college where he was playing up at Plymouth State over a course of 4 years. Put up a record of 26 wins, 12 losses, 2 ties, a goals against average of 2.25, a save percentage of 91.2. He did record 4 shutouts to his name. Meanwhile, Danbury with a rookie in goal as well as Kyle Penton will mind the crease once again for Danbury. So far this season, Penton, the rookie, a record of 12 wins and 12 losses, a goals against average of 3.11, a save percentage of 91.7. Penton joining Danbury this year after completing his collegiate career with the University of Southern Maine at the NCAA Division III level in 55 games, a record of 18, 28, and 3, a goals against average of 3.33, a save percentage of 91.2. Let's head on downstairs as Herm Sorcher introduces our ceremonial face-offs.
All right, from Pembroke School, we got Julia. That's close. Julia. Here we go. There we go. We're good. Let's play hockey.
Well, you heard the man. Let's get down to hockey. Binghamton in their road white uniforms with the green and black trim. Binghamton written diagonal across their chest with green numbers and black helmets. They skate from right to left on your screens at home in the first period. Danbury wearing some special Fighting Irish uniforms, a green base with a gold, white, and blue trim with black numbers and blue helmets. They will go from left to right. The officials for this evening's game, Garrett Murphy and Michael Imperio on the lines. Al Alagna wearing the armbands as the referee in charge. Tyson Kirkby, the all-time leading scorer for Binghamton, gets us underway as right off the draw, it gets sent into Section 102. Always good to see the Section 102ers getting involved in the game. And, well, it's nice when the players can send something their way as opposed to vice versa. So another center ice face-off. It'll be Jordan Crom on the draw for Danbury. One on back by Kirkby, and now the Black Bears control. Binghamton, so far this season, they are at the top of the league. They have already clinched a playoff spot this season, and, well, when you've got the kind of talent that Binghamton has, it's starting to become something expected of the Black Bears. They are the first team in FPHL history to go back-to-back, winning the Commissioner's Cup championship over the past 2 seasons. They're looking to make it number 3. This is lifted through center before it's cut on down by Joe Santoro. Through center, that goes off the stick of the recently renumbered Milan Brezko. Brezko wearing number 98 tonight. Normally, we see him wearing number 20. Through center, this is Yates. Yates up ahead, now driving around behind the net of Penton. Around to the far side, a loose puck picked up by Anton Rubtsov. Rubtsov from the red line will send it down deep. In Danbury's game yesterday against Watertown, a 4-2 victory. Rubtsov had a goal and an assist. Kept alive at the blue line by the active stick of Konstantin Chernyuk, and then into the glove of Brandon Shantz. So Shantz will hold on for a face-off to his right. That's Shantz's first professional save. Some fresh legs on the ice for Danbury. Stepping in for the face-off is Josh Newberg. Newberg, the veteran, has been a mainstay for the Tricks so far this season. Sent along to the near side wall where it's picked up by Ivan Bondarenko. Bondarenko was recently named the FPHL Forward of the Month for the month of February, where he averaged 2 points a game. That was highlighted by a 5-point affair against Watertown a few weeks ago. D to D they go, and now up ice, it's Mac Jansen. Jansen shut off in front of a Litchfield Distillery sign, flipped back down deep. A bouncing puck gives Austin D'Orazio a moment of clarification, and then able to move it on up. Poke checked away, and now here come the hat tricks on a 2-on-1 developing. A shot! Ripped on goal by Eli Rivers, shrugged off by Shantz. Still Danbury in a dangerous area. Centering feed by Sosinski gets knocked away, and the Black Bears are able to break out. At center, here's Garrett Sargis, a former Danville Dasher, sends the puck down deep. Sargis able to force it on back to the point. A shot on goal, swallowed up by Penton. Face-off will be to the Southern Maine Products left. 17:36 to go in the first period. Both teams now with a shot on goal. So face-off to Penton's left. Danbury coming into this game looking to continue to move up in the standings. Danbury right now on the outside looking in when it comes to the playoff picture. They are currently 9 points behind Blue Ridge, who they saw very recently. Danbury a record of 16 regulation wins, 22 losses, 5 overtime losses, 4 overtime wins. This one gets deflected down deep, no icing on the play. Shantz from behind his own net, gave along for Matthew York. At center, poke checked away by Grady Friedman. Recollected by Sargis, and now into the zone, it's Cameron Cervoni. Cervoni sent towards the front of the cage, getting a stick on it. Was Penton, kept alive by Yates at the blue line. Yates trying to sidestep Friedman. Tries dipsy-doodling his way towards the front of the net. That gets worked away by Grady Friedman, and now the battle continues in front of the Zamboni doors. Sent around to the far side where Caden Fennell will pick it up, and now Fennell sees his outlet go off the skates of Zach Sirota. Fennell again, this time goes around behind the cage. Returned on over into the corner for Austin Pickford. Through center ice they come. It stays onside as Frandudo gets into the zone. Gennaro Frandudo, however, could not get that on goal. Binghamton quickly looking to clear. They at least get it over the blue line, but then get canceled out at the red. Here's Santoro. Reversed along the near side wall. Ian Tukani will pinch on in. Sent around behind the net. First one to it is Zach Desmarais. Desmarais, however, unable to maintain possession. Danbury will quickly take it back. Desmarais, a quick shot. Some friendly fire as Santoro got in the way. And now Binghamton will reset behind their own net. Just over 4 minutes gone by in the first period. Skating his way through center is Gavin Yates. Yates at the blue line. Could not advance it any further. Danbury might have an odd man rush if they hurry there. Instead, it goes geometrically off the boards. Jordan Crom unable to pick it up. That goes just over the blue line, and it will be blown dead on the offside. So 15:33 to go in the first period. Faceoff will be outside of the Danbury zone as you get a nice look at Konstantin Chernyuk there having a few words with the linesman. So faceoff between the Blues. Now it'll be Jordan Crom on the draw for the hat tricks. He wins it on back. D-to-D across, and now Greg Szynski. Szynski draws a couple forecheckers, maintains possession of the puck, manages to deflect it off the stick of Rubtsov down deep. On the forecheck, Danbury comes up empty, and the Black Bears quickly clear out. At center, Jansen will spirit one down deep. Penton unable to come up with it behind his own net. Chipped off the wall once, twice it fails. Fennell, however, able to regain possession, sent along the near side wall. Trying to lift it up ahead was Brezko, but Brezko unable to clear. Brezko again, this time gets shouldered off of the puck by D'Orazio. No icing on this play as Shantz will leave it behind his own net for Danny Stone. Stone, the defenseman, up through Jansen at center. 2-on-3 across the blue line. Jansen shot goes wide. D'Orazio from the point sees this flutter around behind the net. It ends up on the back of the cage momentarily before it's picked on up. Directed up ahead, a pass a little too far for Konderka. Konderka, however, unable to pick it up before Shantz is able to poke check it away. D-to-D across they go, and now Danbury enters in well off sides. 14:20 to go in the first period, and we will take our first timeout. You're watching the Danbury Hat Tricks on the Danbury Hat Tricks Digital Network.
Head over to TK's American Cafe on White Street for 80 different wing flavors and good times. With 30 flat-screen televisions and free Wi-Fi, we're the perfect spot to catch the game or enjoy a night out. Visit tksamericancafe.com for more information. TK's American Cafe. Make sure to try our hat trick flavor.
When life brings legal challenges, trust Chipman, Mizuko, and Emerson. From business law and real estate to estate planning and litigation, our experienced attorneys are here to guide you every step of the way. Proudly serving clients across Fairfield County and Western Connecticut. Learn more at danburylaw.com. Nothing freshens like an ice-cold Coca-Cola. From classic Coke to a wide variety of sparkling and still drinks, we've got something for everyone. Learn more at CokeNortheast.com, because every sip deserves a smile.
Welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. I'm Zach McGinnis. 14:20 to go in the first period. No score yet between Danbury and Binghamton. Danbury currently with a couple shots on goal. Bingo's only been credited with one. Sometimes it's the little victories that matter. This one sent out towards center before it's collected by Pickford and sent back the other way. Shantz will end up getting a glove on it, and that will draw a bit of a crowd as digging after it was Josh Newberg. One thing you can always count on Newberg doing is getting himself involved in the play. So face-off will be down in the Binghamton zone. 14:07 to go in the first period, and the Black Bears will get themselves a full sail change. Danbury coming back home after being on the road last night in Watertown. They'll have to deal with Watertown a couple more times next weekend, including Saturday, a neutral site game up in Morristown, New Jersey at the Men & Ice Arena. For those of you not familiar with the arenas in New Jersey, as that blast from the point goes screaming on high off the stick of Cherniuk. But Menin, one of the old cathedrals of hockey in the Garden State. Nice to see the Federal Hockey League take a look at New Jersey once again. And that's something that Danbury will certainly be interested in. We'll talk more about that momentarily as this one is worked up ahead. Delayed call coming up against Danbury. Getting caught up high was Gavin Yates. So Shantz will go to the bench for the extra attacker. Retreating on back is Jesse Anderson. Binghamton with a dangerous power play. About to go on to the man advantage. They are certainly taking their time leaving the zone. Slid cross ice, and now with some speed is Yates. Gavin Yates into the zone, gets around a couple defenders. Yates thought about the pass towards the slot and then thought better of it. Giving on back for Stubbs. Far side across, Kirkby had this poke checked off of his stick. Eventually able to come up with possession is Cherniuk. But with 13:05 to go in the first period, we'll get to see the Binghamton Black Bears go on to their first power play of the evening. It will be a high sticking call against Grady Friedman. And Bingo will set up down in the offensive zone. Binghamton, so far this season, they have the second best power play in the league, converting on 25.8% of their power play opportunities. Danbury, however, does have the fourth best penalty kill in the league. They kill off 82.5% of their penalties. It'll be Jordan Crom on the draw for the Tricks. A 50-50 draw. CJ Stubbs can't come up with it for Binghamton, and now shorthanded. Here's Konderka. Konderka draws a crowd, shovels on back. Kirkby there to intercept, but poke checked away at the blue line. Now Kirkby giving on back once again for Ivan Bondarenko. Bondarenko into the skates of Kirkby, worked on back to the point for Jansen. Durazio, his shot, ricochets into the near side corner, and the Tricks able to get a quick clear. 30 seconds gone by on the power play for Binghamton. Quickly with speed, Austin Durazio, the defenseman, across the Hat-Tricks logo at center before dropped on back for Bondarenko. Into the zone, CJ Stubbs. Stubbs had that knocked away, and it's pitchforked all the way down by Josh Newberg. Fresh legs on the ice for both teams with a $1:05 to go on the power play. Durazio thrown on back to the point at the red line. CJ Stubbs sees his pass get intercepted, and now here comes Milan Brezko back the other way. Brezko, a long shot, held on to by Shantz. Face-off will be to Brandon Shantz's right. 51 seconds to go on the power play. For Danbury, I certainly don't want to allow the Binghamton Black Bears to set up in the zone. You take a look at this Binghamton squad, when they do have time and space on the power play, they usually make you pay. They have scored 69 power play goals so far this season. That leads the entire league. A false start on the draw. So getting tossed will be Zach Sirota. Stepping in instead is Scott Romikers, controlled by the Hat-Tricks, and skied on back. So now 40 to go on the power play. That's quickly turning his way up ice is Stone. Daniel Stone leading things across the blue line. The right-handed shot drops on back. Sirota gave along for Romikers. Romikers now giving on back to the blue line. Stone across far side, controlled by Yates. Yates drops off Stone. Stone wants to force one towards the slot. It gets deflected away and cleared all the way down by Chance Adrian. 10 to go on the power play. A long pass sees the Black Bears get right back into the offensive zone, and then a floating pass goes through the blue paint but wide. Garrett Sargis worked on by Austin Pickford. 2-1. The penalty has expired. We are back to even strength hockey. Binghamton now 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Through center ice, here's Friedman fresh out of the box. Friedman hits the crossbar. It goes high. Soccered on back down low by Caden Fennell. Fennell in the corner. Reversed around by Stone, and now the Black Bears look to clear. Given along for Garrett Sargis. Sargis, the FPHL veteran player. Folks here in Danbury remember seeing him over 10 years ago with the Danville Dashers at the time. Behind the net. Eventually it's picked on up by the Tricks as they look to clear. However, pinching on in was Nick Swain. That was enough to keep things alive, but only for a moment. Now Cam Cervoni. Cervoni off the wall up ahead for Swain. Into the zone, unable to come up with it is Schwint. Tyler Schwint sees this roll away from his possession. Waving at it with his stick was Frandudo for Danbury. Here comes Binghamton once again into the zone. Having a stick lifted was Nick Swain. Swain tried sending it down low. Brezko able to get in the way of that. Along near side, it's Chernyuk. At center. A long pass by Rubtsov. Goes too far. No icing on the play, however. And instead it'll be Cervoni from behind the net of Brandon Shantz. At the red line, sent down deep by Shankar. First one to it for the Tricks is Greg Szynski. Szynski able to at least get it out of the zone, but Binghamton quickly able to retake possession. Floated off the far side wall. 4-on-3 into the zone. Around behind the net. Here is Stubbs. Stubbs back on up to the blue line. We have a whistle, as I believe the net had come off of its moorings. Either way, 9:11 to go in the first period, and we'll take another timeout. You're watching the Danbury Hat Tricks on the Danbury Hat Tricks Digital Network.
Looking for the best in beverage distribution? Choose DiCello Distributors. From Anheuser-Busch to local craft beers, we offer a full range of beer, cider, and non-alcoholic options. Serving New Haven, Fairfield, and Middlesex counties, we're committed to quality service and community. Visit DiCello.com to learn more.
Diversified Printing Solutions is your full-service print partner in Danbury. With over 50 years of combined experience, we handle everything from graphic design and branded premiums to bindery mailing and smaller large print runs. DPS doesn't just print, we help you communicate from concept to delivery. Visit us online at dprintingsol.com.
Struggling with pain or mobility issues? Turn to Hartsburg Chiropractic Health Center in Danbury. Specializing in posture correction, sports injuries, sciatica, arthritis, and more, our patients rave about personalized care and lasting results. Visit hartsburgchiropractic.com to schedule your consultation.
Welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. I'm Zach McGinnis. 9:11 to go in the first period. Still no score yet between Danbury and Binghamton. Face-off is going to move outside of the Danbury zone as the officials say that it was a Binghamton player who knocked the net askew behind goaltender Kyle Penton. Penton playing his first full professional season, finishing up on Garrett Sargis, because we mentioned how Sargis has been around this league for a while. He turned professional in the 2014-2015 season with the Danville Dashers, putting up 61 points in 55 games. This was after he finished up his 4-year career in the ACHA for Robert Morris in Illinois. Sent down deep, but Sargis spent the last 2 seasons with Norfolk in the ECHL. In 48 games, managed to put up 22 points. That was after spending the previous 2 seasons with Roanoke in the SPHL. So this is someone who has certainly seen all levels of minor league hockey. Gives a lot of veteran presence to this Binghamton Black Bears squad. A loose puck, freed up by the Hat-Tricks and worked out through center. Newberg got turned around momentarily. Up ahead into the Danbury zone. A whistle as Penton's able to glove that. Face-off will be to Kyle Penton's left. 8:10 to go in the first period. That's only Binghamton's 3rd shot on goal in this game, as Danbury's done a good job of shutting down Binghamton's very potent offense. You take a look at what Binghamton has been able to do this year offensively. They have a plus 138 goal differential. That leads the entire league. In fact, yesterday, they defeated Watertown they defeated Port Huron by a score of 10-2, as this is icing against Danbury. Faceoff will come back on down into the hat-trick zone. Actually, correction. Binghamton managed to beat Watertown 10-2 last weekend. Yesterday, it was a 4-0 victory over Port Huron. Don't want to annoy the fine folks up in Michigan, as this one into the breadbasket of Penton. He quickly holds on to the rebound, a little pushing and shoving afterwards, as Austin Picton didn't like how close Zach Sirota got to the cage, but the linesman able to quickly separate them. So 7:56 to go in the first period. Face off to Kyle Penton's left. It's Tyson Kirkby on the draw for Binghamton. Kirkby finding his name littered around the Binghamton Black Bears record books. He has been really a star for Binghamton over the, certainly this season. So far this year, Kirkby with 35 points in 27 games. They are led by CJ Stubbs, who has 86 in 45. Really some ridiculous numbers put up by some of these players. Now icing on this play as Gavin Yates is able to win the race into the corner. Yates, however, quickly had the puck knocked off of his stick. DeRazio unable to hold the line. Cervoni gives on back for DeRazio, and now given along far side for the awaiting Gavin Yates. Yates had the puck knocked away. Here come the Tricks back into the offensive zone. Driving towards the net, a backhand shot. Chance has to reach aside him and clamp a glove on top of that. Faceoff will be in the Binghamton zone. Then some more pushing and shoving afterwards, as this game quickly taking on a physical tone. Well, perhaps the linesman will be kept busy today. As you get the replay, getting his nose dirty, Eli Rivers for the hat tricks. Face-off will be to Chance's left. 7:08 to go in the first period. You've seen plenty of crowd shots on your screens at home. A near capacity crowd here tonight at the Danbury Ice Arena. And when this place gets full, it certainly gets loud. Around the far side, as Cervoni is able to clear the puck out of the zone at the red line, flexed on back by Chernyuk, but then quickly sent back into the Danbury zone. It's all for naught. Icing called against Binghamton. Face-off will come back on down into the Black Bears zone with 6:56 to go in the first period. We talked about the offense that the Black Bears are capable of. They lead the league in goals per game. They average over 5 goals in a game, and that's something that it keeps other coaches, keeps other goaltenders certainly up at night. Not exactly calling them the Edmonton Oilers from the 80s, but again, when you are able to put up those numbers, it almost starts winning the game for you before the game even begins. That intimidation factor, certainly something on other teams' minds. Few players came together. Swain ended up on the deck momentarily, but play continues. Black Bears threatening as a centering feed stuck aside by Penton. Now here comes Danbury on a 2-on-1 back the other way into the zone. A pass across. Oh, did Chance get a piece of that? It goes out of play. Whistle blown. Face-off will remain in the Binghamton zone, but Brandon Chance going post to post. And I think he got a piece of that with the glove. I certainly hope that we can get a replay on that, as Brandon Chance already has a highlight reel save to his credit. Well, based off the way the defensemen are coming on over, it looked like Chance managed to get all of it. So the face-off will be to Chance's left. 6:22 to go in the first period. We remain scoreless. Josh Newberg on the draw. Newberg down to one knee, tried playing it back to the point. That's intercepted. Now here comes Ivan Bondarenko back the other way. Bondarenko spins his way around Szynski. A centering feed. Nobody home. Now C.J. Stubbs. Binghamton's leader with 86 points this season. Anderson forces one towards the front of the cage. Chernyuk able to get a piece of it. Bondarenko in the far corner, centering feed. Stubbs, one pass too many. That flutters into the air. Newberg was able to dive on down and block it. Now Stubbs, far side Bondarenko. Bondarenko, Jansen, a shot hit the post. Oh, Mac Jansen managed to beat Kyle Penton to the blocker's side, but he's stymied by the iron. Both teams have traded some wind chimes in the past few minutes. Back on up to the point. Passed for Anderson. Anderson off the stick of Jansen. Newberg gives it a hack. No sail there. Bondarenko behind the net. Eventually picking it on up is Szynski. Szynski able to force it along further. And now Danbury finally clears that pass, however, too far to be controlled. Icing will be called against the Tricks. Face-off will come back on down into the Danbury zone. Well, that was Dmitry Kuznetsov, who could not come up with the pass. Kuznetsov returning to Danbury after a couple years away. I believe he was part of the championship winning team from a couple seasons ago. That Commissioner's Cup championship over the Carolina Thunderbirds back in the 22-23 season. The second FPHL championship secured by Danbury. They had won 10 years prior at the end of the 2012-2013 season when they managed to collect their first champion, or rather Commissioner's Cup championship, as this goes down the ice. Icing called against Danbury once again. Face-off will come back down into the Danbury zone. It's been all Binghamton the past few minutes. Kuznetsov, as mentioned, was nearly a point-per-game player during that last Commissioner's Cup winning team. Put up 49 points in 50 games for Danbury. Is that shot from the point kicked aside by Penton? He gets the rebound as well. Play continues. Danbury wanting a call. They're not going to get it. Instead, a centering feed gets intercepted, and now here comes Caden Konderka back the other way. Konderka knocked away at the blue line. Meanwhile, Kirkby having a few words with Konstantin Chernyuk behind the play, nearly found himself behind the Danbury defense. Instead, it'll be Austin Pickford picking it on up. Swiped that along further by Tukany, but Tukany unable to get the puck down deep. He'll have another go here south of his own goal line. Instead, sends it off the skates of Tyson Kirkby. Kirkby now pinned against the wall by Tukany. Zach Sirota in to help out for the Bears as well. This one is flipped up over the blue line just barely, and now Danbury able to take possession. Here's Desmarais into the zone. Desmarais doing it all himself, had his stick lifted from behind. Into the offensive zone. Throwing on the brakes was Garrett Sargis. A shot by York goes wide. Binghamton still threatening again. A short side attempt by Cervoni gets flexed away. Kept alive by Schwint at the blue line. And now collected by Jacob Shankar. Shankar draws a crowd. Lots of green out there, especially with the St. Patrick's Day uniforms. We mentioned that these St. Patrick's Day uniforms will be auctioned off after the game. We'll give you some information and the URL to go check that out. The auction's happening simultaneously here inside the arena, so more competition than perhaps usual. Romikers sent it on back into his own zone where Jesse Anderson collects. Anderson then sees his pass intercepted by Rivers, Eli Rivers. At center, a whistle, a penalty. 3:10 to go in the first period, and we'll get to see Danbury go on to their first power play. We will take a short timeout first. Danbury about to go on the power play. You're watching the Danbury Hat-Tricks on the Danbury Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Recover with confidence at Hat City Physical Therapy. personalized care for sports injuries, post-surgical rehabilitation, and chronic conditions. As the official PT provider for the Danbury Hat-Tricks, we specialize in advanced treatments like dry needling, cupping, and KT taping. Visit us online at hatcityphysicaltherapy.com to schedule a consultation. Serving handcrafted drinks, Cash and Live Coffee Creations combine flavor, creativity, and community in every cup. Visit us online at cashandlivecoffee.com or check us out in the Danbury Ice Arena. Cash and Live Coffee Creations, where every sip tells a story. Make your stay comfortable at La Quinta Inn and Suites by Wyndham Danbury. With spacious rooms, free breakfast, and modern amenities, we've got everything you need to relax and recharge. Conveniently located in Danbury, we're perfect for business or leisure travel. Book your stay today at wyndhamhotels.com/La Quinta.
Welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. I'm Zach McGinnis. 3:10 to go in a scoreless first period, and Danbury goes on to their first power play of the evening. This is sent around behind the net. Pinning it up against the wall is Austin Durazio. Durazio just waiting to rag off more time. Already 15 seconds gone by. A whistle. Face-off should remain in the Binghamton zone. But so far this season on the power play, it has not been a source of pride for Danbury. They convert on only 14.2% of their power play opportunities. That is good for 11th overall in the 14-team Federal Prospects Hockey League. Meanwhile, on the penalty kill, Binghamton kills off 88.1% of their penalties. That's only the best number in the FPHL. So Danbury beginning from their own end. Down into the corner, looking for possession for the Tricks is Chernyuk. Eventually Danbury will able to take possession. Now Chernyuk. Newberg floated across Chernyuk. Off the kick plate, thought about the shot. Calling for it in the slot is Konderka. Instead, it's Rivers. Now Konderka. Konderka, the left-handed shot, unable to pull the trigger. Under 2 to play in the first. Dropped on back Chernyuk. Worked far side. Lots of good passing. Chernyuk, a shot missed wide. The rebound unable to be controlled cleanly. Behind the net. There's Rubtsov. Rubtsov, high slot for Konderka. That shot gets blocked. Chernyuk, Konderka, touch passing. Another shot, this time into the shin pads of Stone. Stone, again, pinning the puck up against the wall. 15 seconds to go on the power play. 1:25 to go in the period. Cleared out of the zone. Time for one last rush. Now only 7 seconds to go, but not wanting to rush things himself is Frandudo. So Gennaro Frandudo leaves it around behind for Austin Pickard, and the penalty has expired. We are back to even strength hockey. A snapshot deflects out of play. Face-off will remain in the Binghamton zone. 61 ticks on the clock remaining in the first period. Shots on goal now even at 8 apiece. So face-off will be to Brandon Shantz's right. It'll be Josh Newberg who steps in on the draw. Newberg, a Swiss Army knife. We have seen him on the blue line plenty so far this season. That is offsides against Danbury, and so the face-off will come outside of the zone. 56.6 to go in the first. As mentioned, after tonight's game, Tricks will have to head on up to Watertown for next Friday's affair before Saturday, playing down in New Jersey. Off the draw, this one rolls towards Shantz. Shantz will just leave it on the side of his cage, where it's eventually picked on up by Romikers. Romikers gave near side. Bondarenko could not control it cleanly. 43 to go in the period. Able to force the turnover was Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov tried sending it towards the front. This is flipped up ice. Bondarenko there to pick it up, and now Bondarenko across the blue line. Picks up some help from Stubbs into the slot. A shot kicked aside by Penton. Well, Kyle Penton probably with his best save of the game so far. 17 seconds left. Giving on back to the point. Romikers into the slot. A shot. They score. Ivan Bondarenko with plenty of time and space goes high to the glove side. And with 12.6 seconds to go in the first period, it's the Black Bears who strike first. It's 1-0. We'll get another look at it here as Ivan Bondarenko simply left all alone in front. And you cannot leave February's Player of the Month with that much time and space. So Bondarenko able to take advantage of the defensive miscue. And Binghamton strikes first. 6 seconds left in the period behind the net of Shantz. It'll be Stubbs who forces it into the corner, and that does it for period number 1. So the Danbury Hat-Tricks had been holding on, but the momentum certainly shifted towards Binghamton past the halfway point of that first period. They find the back of the net with under a minute to go. Now let's see if we'll be able to get our rinkside reporter involved here. Nick Zano is our rinkside reporter this evening. Let's head on downstairs to Nick Zano. Looks like he is paired up with Grady Friedman.
And nothing beats an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Refresh your day with a classic taste that everyone loves. Coca-Cola Northeast, bringing smiles and refreshment to your community. And Hungry Caroluzzi's Markets has the best sub shop and the best selection of chef-prepared meals for easy dinners. Caroluzzi's, your one-stop supermarket for all of your grocery needs and so much more at Caroluzzi's. Newest location in Danbury on Gilplay Road.
Hello, Hat-Tricks fans. I am Nick Zano, your junior reporter tonight. And Grady, after the first period, 1-0 Black Bears. Shots are pretty even here. What could you do with you and your team to upgrade the second period? Keeping it simple. Thanks, Hat-Tricks fans.
So Nick Zano, the Hat-Tricks junior reporter today, with a quick conversation with Grady Friedman. Looked like they were able to work out the technical kinks, but through 20 minutes of play, Binghamton leads Danbury by a 1-0 score. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the first period scoring summary. We'll take a look around the rest of the Federal Prospects Hockey League, and we'll bring you the second period of action. You're watching the Danbury Hat-Tricks on the Danbury Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Let Expedia Cruises Brookfield turn that dream into reality. Our local travel experts offer personalized planning for cruises, all-inclusive resorts, escorted tours, and more. Whether you're seeking a tropical escape or a European adventure, we've got you covered. Visit ExpediaCruises.com to start planning today. At Golf Lounge 18, we deliver state-of-the-art virtual golf fun in Danbury and throughout Connecticut. Equipped with TrackMan 4 technology, our bays allow golfers to play real courses indoors. Reserve your bay or learn more at golflounge18.com. Golf Lounge 18, real golf all year round.
Step into Gray Scent Boutique and Candle Bar, where style and creativity come together. Browse our curated finds, enjoy permanent jewelry, or craft your own custom scented candle. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're the perfect spot for gifts, gatherings, and unforgettable experiences. Visit grayscent.com for more information. Got a leak, clog, or plumbing problem you can't ignore? Call Hope Plumbing, your trusted local experts for fast, reliable service. Located in Prospect, Connecticut, help is just a call away. Visit thehopecos.com or call 203-663-3223 today to learn more. Because when it comes to plumbing, there's always hope. Building something great starts with the right materials. At Kellogg Hardwood Lumber, we supply premium hardwoods, custom millwork, and quality lumber for builders, craftsmen, and DIYers alike. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're your trusted source for strength, beauty, and reliability in every project. Visit kelloggHardwoods.com today.
Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. From heating oil and propane delivery to HVAC installation and service, we offer comprehensive solutions for homes and businesses. With automatic delivery options, flexible pricing plans, and 24/7 emergency service, Mitchell Oil ensures your comfort year-round. Visit Mitchell.com to become a customer today. Mitchell Oil, ready to serve you. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. We provide fast and reliable restoration services from properties damaged by water, fire, mold, or storms, serving both homes and businesses with 24/7 emergency response. Check us out online at pauldavis.com to find a location near you. Looking for a premier golfing experience? Visit Richter Park Golf Course, the #2 public course in the New York metro area. With 4 sets of tees, we challenge golfers of all skill levels. Open daily, Richter Park offers competitive rates and online tee time reservations. Visit richterpark.com to book your round today.
Bring back your curb appeal with Rinse and Wash Pressure Washing. From driveways and decks to siding and storefronts, we make your surfaces shine like new. Our team delivers fast, professional results you can count on. Visit rinseandwashct.com today to schedule your clean, because a fresh look starts with a rinse and wash.
Stacy's Totally Baked crafts freshly baked goods daily, from cookies and cupcakes to signature cakes for every occasion. Based in Ridgefield, we serve local cafes, cater events, and accept custom orders. Visit stacystotallyBaked.com to browse our menu and place your order. Stacy's Totally Baked, where every bite is made with love. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and made-from-scratch sides in a fun, family-friendly setting. Whether you're dining in or ordering to go, Texas Roadhouse offers legendary food and service. For more information, visit texasroadhouse.com/Danbury.
At Ventura Law, we speak your language, know your culture, and understand your story. For over 65 years, we've been fighting for the rights of injured individuals across Connecticut and New York. Our compassionate bilingual attorneys guide you through every step, making sure your voice is heard. Visit venturalaw.com for a free consultation. Ventura Law, justice you can trust. Transform your outdoor space with Yard Goats Landscaping, located in Bethel, Connecticut. From spring cleanups and tree work to custom patios, fencing, and masonry, we're your one-stop shop for all things landscaping. Visit yardgoats.io for a free consultation. Yard Goats Landscaping, where your dream yard becomes reality. Need reliable equipment for your next project? Turn to Decker Tool Rental. With locations in Danbury, Bridgeport, and beyond, we offer a full range of rental tools and heavy machinery. Whether you're a contractor or DIYer, our knowledgeable staff ensures you get the right gear for the job. Visit DeckerCatRentalStore.com today. Looking to upgrade your ride or home? Choose Emerald Tint, your premier window tinting masters for Fairfield County. Whether it's automotive, residential, commercial, or marine tinting, we use high-quality ceramic films for superior heat rejection, UV protection, and enhanced privacy. Visit emeraldtint.com today. Raise a glass to great beer at Charter Oak Brewing Company, located here in Danbury. Enjoy 10 rotating drafts, live local music, and a shaded beer garden perfect for your next event. Visit us online at charteroakbrewing.com to learn more.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Let Expedia Cruises Brookfield turn that dream into reality. Our local travel experts offer personalized planning for cruises, all-inclusive resorts, escorted tours, and more. Whether you're seeking a tropical escape or a European adventure, we've got you covered. Visit ExpediaCruises.com to start planning today. At Golf Lounge 18, we deliver state-of-the-art virtual golf fun in Danbury and throughout Connecticut. Equipped with TrackMan 4 technology, our bays allow golfers to play real courses indoors. Reserve your bay or learn more at golflounge18.com. Golf Lounge 18, real golf all year round.
Step into Gray Scent Boutique and Candle Bar, where style and creativity come together. Browse our curated finds, enjoy permanent jewelry, or craft your own custom scented candle. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're the perfect spot for gifts, gatherings, and unforgettable experiences. Visit grayscent.com for more information. Got a leak, clog, or plumbing problem you can't ignore? Call Hope Plumbing, your trusted local experts for fast, reliable service. Located in Prospect, Connecticut, help is just a call away. Visit thehopecos.com or call 203-663-3223 today to learn more. Because when it comes to plumbing, there's always hope. Building something great starts with the right materials. At Kellogg Hardwood Lumber, we supply premium hardwoods, custom millwork, and quality lumber for builders, craftsmen, and DIYers alike. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're your trusted source for strength, beauty, and reliability in every project. Visit kelloggHardwoods.com today.
Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. From heating oil and propane delivery to HVAC installation and service, we offer comprehensive solutions for homes and businesses. With automatic delivery options, flexible pricing plans, and 24/7 emergency service, Mitchell Oil ensures your comfort year-round. Visit Mitchell.com to become a customer today. Mitchell Oil, ready to serve you. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. We provide fast and reliable restoration services from properties damaged by water, fire, mold, or storms, serving both homes and businesses with 24/7 emergency response. Check us out online at pauldavis.com to find a location near you. Looking for a premier golfing experience? Visit Richter Park Golf Course, the #2 public course in the New York metro area. With 4 sets of tees, we challenge golfers of all skill levels. Open daily, Richter Park offers competitive rates and online tee time reservations. Visit richterpark.com to book your round today.
Bring back your curb appeal with Rinse and Wash Pressure Washing. From driveways and decks to siding and storefronts, we make your surfaces shine like new. Our team delivers fast, professional results you can count on. Visit rinseandwashct.com today to schedule your clean, because a fresh look starts with a rinse and wash.
Stacy's Totally Baked crafts freshly baked goods daily, from cookies and cupcakes to signature cakes for every occasion. Based in Ridgefield, we serve local cafes, cater events, and accept custom orders. Visit stacystotallyBaked.com to browse our menu and place your order. Stacy's Totally Baked, where every bite is made with love. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and made-from-scratch sides in a fun, family-friendly setting. Whether you're dining in or ordering to go, Texas Roadhouse offers legendary food and service. For more information, visit texasroadhouse.com/Danbury.
At Ventura Law, we speak your language, know your culture, and understand your story. For over 65 years, we've been fighting for the rights of injured individuals across Connecticut and New York. Our compassionate bilingual attorneys guide you through every step, making sure your voice is heard. Visit venturalaw.com for a free consultation. Ventura Law, justice you can trust. Transform your outdoor space with Yard Goats Landscaping, located in Bethel, Connecticut. From spring cleanups and tree work to custom patios, fencing, and masonry, we're your one-stop shop for all things landscaping. Visit yardgoats.io for a free consultation. Yard Goats Landscaping, where your dream yard becomes reality. Need reliable equipment for your next project? Turn to Decker Tool Rental. With locations in Danbury, Bridgeport, and beyond, we offer a full range of rental tools and heavy machinery. Whether you're a contractor or DIYer, our knowledgeable staff ensures you get the right gear for the job. Visit DeckerCatRentalStore.com today. Looking to upgrade your ride or home? Choose Emerald Tint, your premier window tinting masters for Fairfield County. Whether it's automotive, residential, commercial, or marine tinting, we use high-quality ceramic films for superior heat rejection, UV protection, and enhanced privacy. Visit emeraldtint.com today. Raise the glass to great beer at Charter Oak Brewing Company, located here in Danbury. Enjoy 10 rotating drafts, live local music, and a shaded beer garden perfect for your next event. Visit us online at charteroakbrewing.com to learn more.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Let Expedia Cruises Brookfield turn that dream into reality. Our local travel experts offer personalized planning for cruises, all-inclusive resorts, escorted tours, and more. Whether you're seeking a tropical escape or a European adventure, we've got you covered. Visit ExpediaCruises.com to start planning today. At Golf Lounge 18, we deliver state-of-the-art virtual golf fun in Danbury and throughout Connecticut. Equipped with TrackMan 4 technology, our bays allow golfers to play real courses indoors. Reserve your bay or learn more at golflounge18.com. Golf Lounge 18, real golf all year round.
Step into Gray Scent Boutique and Candle Bar, where style and creativity come together. Browse our curated finds, enjoy permanent jewelry, or craft your own custom scented candle. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're the perfect spot for gifts, gatherings, and unforgettable experiences. Visit grayscent.com for more information. Got a leak, clog, or plumbing problem you can't ignore? Call Hope Plumbing, your trusted local experts for fast, reliable service. Located in Prospect, Connecticut, help is just a call away. Visit thehopecos.com or call 203-663-3223 today to learn more. Because when it comes to plumbing, there's always hope. Building something great starts with the right materials. At Kellogg Hardwood Lumber, we supply premium hardwoods, custom millwork, and quality lumber for builders, craftsmen, and DIYers alike. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're your trusted source for strength, beauty, and reliability in every project. Visit kelloggHardwoods.com today.
Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. From heating oil and propane delivery to HVAC installation and service, we offer comprehensive solutions for homes and businesses. With automatic delivery options, flexible pricing plans, and 24/7 emergency service, Mitchell Oil ensures your comfort year-round. Visit Mitchell.com to become a customer today. Mitchell Oil, ready to serve you. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. We provide fast and reliable restoration services from properties damaged by water, fire, mold, or storms, serving both homes and businesses with 24/7 emergency response. Check us out online at pauldavis.com to find a location near you. Looking for a premier golfing experience? Visit Richter Park Golf Course, the #2 public course in the New York metro area. With 4 sets of tees, we challenge golfers of all skill levels. Open daily, Richter Park offers competitive rates and online tee time reservations. Visit richterpark.com to book your round today.
Bring back your curb appeal with Rinse and Wash Pressure Washing. From driveways and decks to siding and storefronts, we make your surfaces shine like new. Our team delivers fast, professional results you can count on. Visit rinseandwashct.com today to schedule your clean, because a fresh look starts with a rinse and wash.
Stacy's Totally Baked crafts freshly baked goods daily, from cookies and cupcakes to signature cakes for every occasion. Based in Ridgefield, we serve local cafes, cater events, and accept custom orders. Visit stacystotallyBaked.com to browse our menu and place your order. Stacy's Totally Baked, where every bite is made with love. Hungry for...
Welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. I'm Zach McGinnis. Second period of action about to get underway between the Danbury Hat-Tricks and the Binghamton Black Bears. Through 20 minutes of play, Binghamton holds a 1-0 lead, courtesy of Ivan Bondarenko's 15th goal of the season, coming at the 1947 mark of the first period. Scott Romekers and Mac Jansen pick up the assists. Kyle Penton for Danbury stopped at 9 of 10 shots in that first period. Brandon Chance making his professional debut for the Binghamton Black Bears stopped all 8. Taking a look around the rest of the FPHL, Through 20 minutes of play, the Twin City Thunderbirds are up 2-0 over the Athens Rock Lobsters. Just underway in the second period, Columbus and PD are tied at 2 apiece. They're tied at 1 with 13 minutes gone by in the first period between Biloxi and Blue Ridge. That game's especially important for Danbury, as Danbury is currently chasing fourth place Blue Ridge for the final playoff spot in the Empire Division. About halfway through the first period, and Indiana's up 1-0 over Topeka. 11 minutes into the first, Port Huron has a 1-0 lead over Watertown. And in the North American Hockey League, the Danbury Junior Hat-Tricks currently trail the Rochester Junior Americans by a 1-0 score in the first period. Danbury in their special St. Patrick's themed uniforms, the greens, going from right to left on your screens at home. Binghamton in their white threads, going from left to right. Hit down in the corner. Friedman wanted to go back to the point. Yates able to cut that off. Here comes Gavin Yates with some speed. Yates cutting towards the slot, getting back into position. Friedman able to break things up. For Danbury, they would certainly like to get back on the board quickly. Binghamton so far this season, when they score the first goal of the game, they usually don't let that lead go. They are a league best 24-1-1 when scoring first this season. Flipped out of the zone, Gavin Yates back in his own end. We'll see the Hat-Tricks go off for a change, and so a long pass tried to be deflected in the direction of Zach Sirota. That failed. D to D they go, and now Austin Pickford. Far side for Rubtsov. Anton Rubtsov dropped it on back. Shot on, stopped by Shantz. A dangerous rebound. Goes over a flailing stick. Mac Jansen back the other way, giving along for Yates. Yates, now Jansen. Jansen on goal. Stopped by Penton. Back the other way for the Tricks is Rubtsov. Rubtsov will send the puck down deep. First one to it is Stone. Stone, a quick pass along for Durazio, and then up ahead through center into the zone. Here's Bondarenko. Bondarenko, the only goal scorer in this game, gives it on back, and a one-time drive by Durazio goes wide. Kept alive by Stone once again. Worked around behind the net. Down to the ice, Bondarenko. Play continues. Black Bears maintaining possession in the offensive zone. Jansen dropped on back. Now Stubbs. Stubbs, Bondarenko. Ivan Bondarenko on his backhand. Gives across for Stone. Great puck movement shown by Binghamton here as a shot from the point goes wide, but that is going to result in a penalty. 2:05 gone by in the second period, and we get to see Binghamton go on to their second power play of the evening. Heading to the box for Danbury is Konstantin Chernyuk, and he'll sit 2 minutes for holding. So now let's see if Danbury can weather the storm once again. Face-off to Penton's right. Danbury with an important face-off win, but then that gets cleared directly out of play, and so the face-off will have to stay down in the Danbury zone. Well, you don't want to give up opportunities to get the puck down the ice, especially against this dangerous Binghamton team. Tyson Kirkby on the draw for the Black Bears. A clean win on back, and now Durazio giving along Stubbs. Down low into the corner, breaking towards the back door was Bondarenko. Stubbs again, high slot. Durazio, top of the umbrella, gets a return pass Bondarenko. Durazio steps in, a shot was partially blocked in front. Getting a piece of it was Szynski. On the near side wall, Stubbs unable to come up with it as it swept on down the ice. Quickly collected by Austin Durazio, and he'll break back into the Danbury zone. Durazio in the corner, stolen away and cleared all the way down. That'll give Danbury an opportunity to get some fresh legs on the ice as Shantz gives across for Ivan Bondarenko. Bondarenko quickly pestered by Brezko. Now Mac Jansen up ahead. Jansen into the zone. Jansen swooping around behind the net looking for an option. Has a couple at the blue line. Instead calls his own number and gives across for CJ Stubbs. Durazio Far side, Bondarenko. Bondarenko gives back to Razio. Now Stubbs. Binghamton keeping things to the outside, but you see how quickly they're willing to send it towards the slot. An errant pass gets intercepted and cleared on down. 40 to go on Binghamton's second power play. They're 0 for 1 so far. Back into the zone, Austin DeRazio. He'll rim one around to the near side. We're waiting for it is Zach Sirota. Sirota's centering feed gets flexed all the way down again. 25 to go on the power play as Gavin Yates will pick it up and gain speed. Yates watched closely by Jordan Crom. Crom able to break things up. That goes off the glove of Stone and somehow stays onside. So now Stone reverses on back Yates and Stone again. Near side, played back by Romikers. Stone, Yates down low, penalty has expired. We're back to even strength hockey. Binghamton now 0 for 2 on the power play. And if Danbury can come back in this game, that's a stat that will certainly stick out. A pass intercepted by Danny Stone at center. Now Stone, the defenseman, back into the zone. Poke check from behind by Pickford. Picked on up by Fennell, and then Fennell clears it out of play. That was deflected on out, so no worry about a penalty against Danbury. Or perhaps there will be. It is going to be a delay of game penalty. So after killing off their second penalty of the game, Caden Fennell will have to sit 2 for delay of game, and the Black Bears power play will get right back to work. Tyson Kirkby on the draw against Jordan Crom. Linesmen want to make sure everybody's lined up correctly. Now the puck is down, and we're back underway. DeRazio at the blue line under pressure. Getting a stick involved was Tukany. Controlled by Stubbs and directed down low. Returned on back by Jansen. Stubbs gave along DeRazio. Bondarenko gives on back Stubbs. High slot, a shot. Waffle boarded aside by Penton. Penton's lost his stick on the play. Now he's able to regain possession as Stubbs winds it all the way around for Mac Jansen on the far side. Johnson, or check that, Jansen. Now back up at the point, DeRazio. Stubbs, Bondarenko. A one-time drive, they score! Austin DeRazio blasts one home. A power play goal, and with 14:51 to go in the second period, Binghamton leads it 2-0. Well, again, you see the puck movement of the Black Bears. They get all 4 Danbury defenders down low, and that allows Austin DeRazio to absolutely uncork one from the point. Pass the screen, Kyle Penton, to double up Binghamton's lead. So things go from bad to worse for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Again, that penalty, a delay of game for shooting the puck out of play. And it comes back to bite them. Danbury started off this game with some momentum. We saw them keeping the puck down in the offensive zone. Now winning this foot race is Anton Rubtsov. Rubtsov, however, can't get the puck around Jesse Anderson. Rubtsov again wanted to poke it along for Brezko. Anderson for the Black Bears, gave along for Romikers. Romikers will float one through center. That bounces up ahead, trying to corral it is Schwint. Eventually coming up with possession is Nick Swain. Swain towards the front, kicked aside by Penton. Skied through center, and then with a little English, it stops in front of Jesse Anderson. Over 6 minutes gone by in the second period. Here's Sirota. Played up along further, Matt York. York on goal, held on to by Penton, and he'll hold on. 13:46 to go in the second period, and the Black Bears have doubled up their lead. We'll take a short timeout. You're watching the Danbury Hat-Tricks on the Danbury Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Looking for top quality meats? Omaha Beef 2 Wholesale Food Distributor. We carry a wide selection of beef, poultry, pork, cheeses, and pantry staples. Visit omahabeefcompany.com to learn more. Omaha Beef Company, serving Connecticut with quality you can count on.
Is joint pain slowing you down? At Ortho Connecticut, our team of expert orthopedic surgeons and specialists get you back to doing what you love pain-free. From sports injuries to joint replacement, we offer advanced care close to home. Visit myorthoct.com to schedule your appointment today.
Looking for a brighter smile? Stony Hill Dental Care offers comprehensive dental services, including sedation, cosmetic, and preventive care. Schedule your appointment today at stonyhilldental.com. Stony Hill Dental Care, where your smile comes first. Get your tickets fast and easy at Tixer.com, the official ticketing partner of the Danbury Hat-Tricks. We make it simple to buy, sell, and manage tickets. Get your tickets today at Tixer.com and cheer on your Danbury Hat-Tricks.
Welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. 13:46 to go in the second period, and Binghamton leading Danbury by a 2-0 score. This is the 12th meeting this season between these two teams. Binghamton won the first 10 in a row. Officially, Austin DeRazio's goal, assisted by Mac Jansen and Tyson Kirkby. That goal coming at the 5:09 mark of the second period. For DeRazio, his 22nd goal of the season. That leads Binghamton defensemen. Loose puck picked up and taken out of the zone by the Tricks. A solid defensive play by Zach Sirota, covering on the blue line, sends the Black Bears right back the other way. 3-on-3 across the blue line as that flutters wide of the cage of Kyle Penton. Now Cervoni at the point. Cervoni driving down from the half wall. A shot, he scores! Somehow that finds its way through Kyle Penton. Might have been deflected in front, but with 13:01 to go in the second period, it's 3-0. Looks like it's going to be Zach Sirota's goal as he was hanging out on the back post. And now a pair of goals scored less than a minute, or rather 2 minutes apart, by the Black Bears have put them up by a field goal. So we'll have to await the official word on the scoring. Those goals actually coming, if my math is right, 68 seconds apart. So now Danbury needs a spark. They need something to try and get themselves back into this. As again, we saw the second half of that first period dominated by the Black Bears, and they have continued that here in the second. A long pass off the stick of Kinderka. Kinderka in the corner, fights through a check, but then his centering feed intercepted by Stone and worked up ahead for Mac Jansen. Jansen into the zone. Wanted to lead it up ahead for Bondarenko. Instead knocked away, but not cleared. DeRazio then has that swept away as Caden Kinderka, with his best shift of the game so far, trying to make a few things happen. Reversed on back, and now Austin DeRazio again. Turned over, Rubtsov quickly saw that swept away by Bondarenko. A long pass finds Mac Jansen. Jansen, however, neatly defensed away by Ian Tukany, and then a penalty gets called. So 12:05 to go in the second period. And I believe this is going to be Mac Jansen going to the box. So Jansen will sit 2 minutes for hooking. And Danbury trailing by 3, now with an opportunity on the man advantage. With 12:05 to go in the second period, you don't want to say that a goal is absolutely required here, but it certainly would go a long way. So Danbury on to the power play for the second time in this game. They are 0 for 1 so far. They are being outshot 5-1 so far in this second period. Off the draw. Everybody dives on into the corner. A bouncing puck eventually picked on up by Kinderka. D-to-D across. Now Rivers towards the slot. Poke checked away. A one-time shot stopped by Shantz, and he holds on. Oh, getting all of that was Anton Rubtsov. But a nice job by Brandon Shantz, again making his professional debut tonight. Gets down in the butterfly and goes post to post. Brandon Shantz, certainly not the biggest of goaltenders out there. Shantz officially listed at 5'11", 170 pounds, 23-year-old, a native of South Lake, Texas. Played his junior hockey, a majority of it, in the NA3HL. This shot in front. Oh, sending it wide was Eli Rivers. Oh, Rivers had an empty net to shoot at, and he shanks it wide. Sent down deep by Konderka. Anderson, and cleared on out. Oh, Rivers can do nothing but look up in the ceiling as he goes off for a change. Rivers will actually stay out on the ice as Danbury's power play comes through center. Here's Eli Rivers looking for some redemption. Rivers sends one towards the slot. It deflects in on goal off a defensive stick. Picked on up by Stone and cleared out of the zone. 48 seconds to go on the power play. DeRazio able to force a turnover. Can't clear it all the way down, as getting in the way was Grady Friedman. Now Pickford once more. In towards the slot. DeRazio with the intercept, given along for Stubbs, and it's a shorthanded 2-on-1 back the other way. CJ Stubbs tries going short side. He catches nothing but glass. Spun down to the ice. Stubbs still manages to find Bondarenko, and Bondarenko will just wind it all the way around for the awaiting Danny Stone. Stone's outlet then gets knifed on down at center, and here come the tricks into the offensive zone. Blowing a tire as he goes across the line was Friedman. And so Danbury must retreat. 10 seconds to go on the power play is once again into the zone. Here comes Crom. In the corner, chipped off the glass out of the zone. Stubbs finds it on his stick. Fresh out of the box is Mac Jansen. Jansen then dives on out and is only able to get it a bit further. Jansen on the forecheck was able to take it away from Ian Tukany, but only for a moment. Now at center and into the zone. Frandudo in the far corner. Could not regain possession. Here's Jacob Shankar. Shankar from the outside into the corner. He's watched stride for stride by Szynski. Turned over, and with 9.5 to go in the second, Danbury's able to clear. York comes up empty on the check. This ends up right in front of the Danbury bench. They have to make sure they don't have too many men on the ice. Referee waves it off. Here is Swain up ahead. Swain giving on back Garrett Sargis. Sargis swings one back along for Swain in the far side wall. Shot on, stopped by Penton. The rebound comes all the way out to the point. Cameron Cervoni sends it back down low. Sargis from the blue line, kicked aside by Penton. Sargis again. Shankar and Garrett Sargis. Sargis had an option in Cervoni, instead swept all the way around to the far side. Matt York the first one to it, but Grady Friedman able to get a stick on it as well and clear it on out. Matt York, the former, or rather the son of former NHLer Jason York. Always nice to have a good hockey pedigree in your family. It makes playing a little bit easier. This one is lifted up through center. Looking back behind him for the basket catch was Tyson Kirkby. Kirkby then sees his pass of the more regular variety get knocked away. Chipped down deep as chasing after it is Konderka. Konderka unable to come up with possession as Jesse Anderson. That goes off the skates of Sirota. A sharp angle attempt as getting hit up high was Gavin Yates. There's another Black Bear down on the ice as well. 8 minutes even to go in the second period. And Danbury's going to find themselves going on to the penalty kill once again. Also down on the ice is Zach Sirota. But 8 minutes to go in the second. And Binghamton about to go on to their fourth power play of the evening. You're watching the Danbury Hat Tricks on the Danbury Hat Tricks Digital Network.
Fire up your appetite with Twins Barbecue Company. Smoked meats, bold flavors, and barbecue that brings people together. Stop by for ribs, brisket, wings, and more in Brookfield. Visit twinsbbqco.com to view our menu, order online, or find our next food truck stop. Twins Barbecue. There's nothing better than smoking hot Twins.
Looking to make your brand stand out? Vision Designs in Brookfield has you covered. From custom screen printing and embroidery to eye-catching signs, banners, and promotional products, they bring your ideas to life with unmatched quality and service. Visit VisionDesignCT.com. Vision Designs, where your vision becomes reality. Looking to elevate your night out? At Illicit Brewing Company, we feature a beer hall, cocktail bar, arcade, lounge, and private event space. Enjoy a diverse menu, live music, trivia nights, and more. Visit illicitbrewing.com/Danbury for more information.
Welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. I'm Zach McGinnis. Caden Fennell in the box for the second time this period. He will sit 2 minutes for high sticking. It appears as though that's going to be the only penalty that is called after that entire sequence. But for the Binghamton Black Bears, who scored 2 goals, we got the math right this time. 1 minute 50 seconds apart. They go on to the power play for the 4th time this evening. They are 1 for 3 so far. Now, the officials are still huddled up at center ice, talking things over. Again, once that whistle blew, there were 2 Black Bears down on the ice. Gavin Yates was the one who was actually high-sticked by Caden Fennell, and he drew the penalty. And then Scott Ramekers was down in the corner as well in a heap. He was able to get off the ice under his own power, but with an even 8 minutes to go in the second period, the Black Bears looking to put this game away early. Now the referee will make his way on over to Brant Sherwood, the head coach of the Binghamton Black Bears, explaining the call, or rather lack thereof. Referee tonight, Al Alagna. The linesmen, Garrett Murphy and Michael Imperio. Had a chance to speak with them shortly before the game. Michael Imperio has been involved in this league for over 10 years now. He has seen just about everything out there. So 8 minutes to go in the second, and Binghamton on the power play once again. This is one on back to the point. A shot knocked down in front, never got through to Penton, and then it's cleared all the way down. Shantz will take it out from behind his own net himself. Bondarenko touched on back for Austin Durazio. Durazio has a goal on the power play this period. Chernyuk unable to get the clear. Nice keep by Stubbs at the blue line. Now CJ Stubbs with the puck on the blue line can't keep it alive in the zone. Giving it across far side, Anton Rubtsov. Rubtsov dropped on back Jansen. Mac Jansen had that flutter right in front of his face. He'll glove it on down, giving along for Stubbs. Stubbs taking his time. Now Jansen again. Jansen to the backhand, tried dancing his way towards the slot. That fails, and Danbury's able to clear. Shorthanded, Caden Kinderka sends it on down. Shantz leaves it for the hustling Austin Durazio. Durazio giving along and back now for Bondarenko. Ivan Bondarenko, who got the scoring started with 12 seconds to go in the first. Given for Stubbs, and then Stubbs fanned on the shot. It rolled in on goal. Kyle Penton gets a glove on it, and then a little extra afterwards. Well, let's see if anything arises out of this. Have not seen the referee put his arm up yet. 6:45 to go in the second, 45 seconds even to go on the power play. We remain 5 on 4. So face off to Kyle Penton's right. Penton has stopped 13 of 16 now. Garrett Sargis on the draw for the Black Bears. A 50-50 draw, getting a stick up high was Desmarais. This is a whistle. This is a penalty. 6:39 to go in the second period. And I believe this call is going to go against Binghamton. Garrett Sargis certainly has a mouthful for a Danbury defenseman. Can't quite catch the number from our angle. But 6:39 to go in the second, and this will be a penalty against Binghamton. It will be Garrett Sargis going to the box. He'll sit 2 minutes for tripping. So Danbury catching something of a break. They trail 3-0, but they managed to take this dangerous Binghamton power play off the ice 39 seconds early, and we'll skate 4 aside for the next 39 seconds. A little extra time and space out there might be to Danbury's advantage. It'll be Eli Rivers on the draw. He had a glorious opportunity just a few minutes ago. He goes up against CJ Stubbs. Stubbs wins it into an empty corner. Jesse Anderson there to collect. Anderson then sends it off the paraphernalia. Pickford, this one fluttered in on goal, stopped by Shantz, and then he jumps on top of the rebound. Some more pushing and shoving afterwards as the snarl of this game starting to pick up a bit. Again, the 12th time that these two teams have seen each other this season. Eventually, you get tired of seeing the same guys over and over again. Face off to the left of Shantz. On the half wall, looking to dig it out of his own skates, is Scott Romikers. Romikers is able to do so, given along for Bondarenko. Bondarenko pursued the entire way by Ian Tukany. Now Bondarenko with a little more space. Sends one that goes off the heel of the skate of Stubbs. An errant pass goes down the ice, and this will be icing. So 6:10 to go in the second. And then behind the play, CJ Stubbs gets tied up with a hat trick and takes him down to the ice. I'm not sure who that was for the hat tricks. Looks like it was Ian Tukany. Tukany barely even had time to get his gloves off. Looks like he shed him. And then after that, CJ Stubbs with a heavy right hand. Well, normally you see a little more buildup when it comes to the fight. Well, with 6:10 to go in the second, the officials will have to stay busy. Dre Klaub is our public address announcer between the penalty boxes today. He'll certainly have a mouthful as well. Now, there's going to be another penalty that goes up on the board against CJ Stubbs. I have to wonder if Stubbs might have picked up an extra 2. Well, it seems like that's what it's going to be. So Danbury's actually going to end up on the power play here. With 6:10 to go in the second, it will be a 4-on-3 power play. You don't spend much time practicing these. Let's see where the face-off goes. Because of the penalty called against Binghamton, face-off should move down into the Black Bears zone, and it seems like that's what's going to happen. So the hat-tricks on the power play now, and it will turn into a 5-on-3 in 10 seconds once Caden Fennell gets released from the box. Gennaro Frandudo on the face-off for Danbury. Going across the ice for the Black Bears is Nick Swain. He'll have to serve the extra minor. So Frandudo on the draw against Tyson Kirkby. Danbury on the power play now for the 3rd time in this game. They're 0 for 2 so far. Working his way across the ice is Chernyuk. Chernyuk goes behind the net, has his pocket picked by D'Orazio. However, with enough support, Danbury able to regain possession. D'Orazio again up the wall. This time, it's knocked on down by Kondurka. Kondurka gave across far side. That hopped over the stick of Eli Rivers. Picked on up by Stone, and then Stone shorthanded. Goes through the legs of Kondurka. Stone looking to kill off as much time as possible. He's canceled out behind the wall. And now with 50 seconds to go in the 5-on-3, it's a 3-on-2 into the zone for the hat-tricks. Dropped on back. Rivers a shot. Kicked aside by Shantz. Loose on the side of the cage before it's blasted all the way down by D'Orazio. 5:15 to go in the second period. 30 seconds to go on the power play, and another penalty coming up against Binghamton. Danbury would be well served just turning the puck over. It's Anderson who picks it on up, and so with 5:05 to go in the second period, Danbury not only will stay on the 5-on-3, but now in 26 seconds, once Garrett Sargis is supposed to be released from the box, he'll have to wait. It will be a high sticking call. against the Black Bears. CJ Stubbs is going to come across the ice. And Stubbs will head directly to the Binghamton locker room. Tyson Kirkby gets called for the high stick. And I think the reason why Stubbs went across the ice is that he did get 2 minutes for instigating, and usually an instigator carries an automatic game misconduct as well. So 5:05 to go in the third period, or rather in the second period, and things are starting to get real interesting. So this 5-on-3 will now last for another 55 seconds. Pickford, D-to-D across, sent through the slot, but unable to get a stick on it was Brezko. Now Pickford again. Szynski, down low. Sharp angle attempt by Friedman goes out of play. 4:47 to go in the second period. And we will take a timeout on the power play. You're watching the Danbury Hat-Tricks on the Danbury Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Start your morning off right at Grounds Donut House. Enjoy our oversized artisanal donuts paired with premium coffee. For a unique treat, don't miss our ice cream-filled donuts. If you're looking for a sweet way to kick off your day, visit us in Danbury or check us out online at groundsdonuthouse.com/Danbury.
Looking for great craft beer and live music? Visit Housatonic River Brewing in New Milford. Enjoy handcrafted ales in our rustic tap room or outdoor beer garden along the scenic Housatonic River. We're open Wednesday through Sunday with live music every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Check out our full schedule and offerings at HousatonicRiverBrewing.com. Looking for reliable waste management? Choose Interstate Waste Services, your local family-owned provider since 1998. We provide comprehensive waste and recycling solutions for homes and businesses with a commitment to sustainability and community. For more information, visit interstatewaste.com.
Welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. 4:47 to go in the second period, and Danbury's 5-on-3 will last for another 37 seconds. Referee Al Alagna explaining to the scoring crew, the off-ice officials, exactly how this is going to work. Because again, there's only 8 seconds left on the penalty against Garrett Sargis. That said, it doesn't matter because there's that other penalty that will begin as soon as Sargis's penalty expires. Sargis, assuming that we don't get any whistles, won't be out of the box until the minor against CJ Stubbs for instigating actually expires. A one-time drive off the glove of Shantz. Play continues. A whistle and a hand pass called against Danbury. That allows Sargis to escape the sin bin. 4:34 to go in the second. Danbury's 5-on-3 lasts for another 24 seconds. After that, they'll be on the power play for another minute and 31 seconds. Off the hand pass, the face-off will move outside of the zone. A bouncing puck collected by the Tricks. 4.5 to go in the second period. Danbury has spent seemingly the second half of this period on the power play, but nothing to show for it yet. Here is Rivers. Given a long one-time shot, punched out of midair by Shantz. Rubtsov able to maintain possession. It's a 5-on-4 power play now. Rubtsov wants to go back to the point for Chernyuk and does so. Now Rivers given down low. Pass in the slot intercepted by Stone and sent on down. Penton sees this one roll back in his direction after he chips it off the glass. Danbury 0 for 5 right now on the power play, and they'll need to get possession as Zach Sirota drives towards the front, giving on back to the blue line. A shot was blocked Now Ivan Bondarenko just looking for time and space. Gives it on back for Danny Stone, and Stone with 50 to go on the power play. That goes off the shoulder of Konderka, and so Konderka into the offensive zone. His centering feed knocked away by Stone. Sirota able to pick it up, and this time he'll softly flop it out towards center. Bondarenko sees this land in front of him, and then Ivan Bondarenko retreats on back once again. Gives along for Garrett Sargis. Sargis drops on back Anderson. A shot goes well wide. 23 to go on the power play, 3 to go in the period. Sargis, Anderson, shoulder to side. Sargis, nice move, just playing keep away from the hat-tricks on this power play. Under 10 seconds to go now. Jesse Anderson turned around at the Danbury blue line, but that will do it. Danbury with a very long 5-on-3 power play. Come up empty, they still trail 3-0. Off the stick of Rivers, Romikers, as far as the red line. Now Sargis into the zone. Sauces one along far side. Kirkby will send it down deep. 2:20 to go in the second. Sargis along for Jansen. A shot misses to the glove side. Romikers, Sargis, and Romikers again. Romikers looking for Jansen on the back post. Poke checked away and cleared on out. Nice job by Greg Szynski. Able to get a stick on the way. But again, Danbury's offense coming up empty. Under 2 to play now in the period. Here's Eli Rivers again. Romikers. And now Kirkby. Kirkby on a 2-on-1 far side. They score. Garrett Sargis goes upstairs. It's 4-0. So with 1:42 to go in the second, a 3-goal second period by the Binghamton Black Bears. Put them in control. Garrett Sargis with the goal on the 2-on-1 for Sargis, his 14th goal of the season. Absolutely nothing has gone Danbury's way in this game. Sent back down into the Black Bears zone. First one to it is Cervoni. Turnaround shot, flutters on wide. Rivers. Cervoni and Rivers still battling. Puck pops along to the far side. Eventually it's picked on up by Friedman. Grady Friedman goes back to the point. Slid softly down low behind the net. Getting there first for the Black Bears is Cervoni. At the blue line, a shot by Chernyuk goes wide. Friedman unable to come up with possession the first time. He does so the second time, but then a one-handed poke check by Matt York gets it out of the zone. Under a minute to play now in the second period. A shot held on to by Shantz. Everybody comes together after that. Face-off will remain in the Binghamton zone with 46.9 to go in the period. Jacob Shankar drawing some attention momentarily. But again, the linesmen have been fast to break things up in this game. So face-off to the left of Brandon Shantz. Rubtsov out there with Brezko and Gennaro Fonduto. That pass too far for Fonduto. Coming in from the blue line was Szynski. Szynski could not connect. And now here comes Zach Sirota. Sirota, far side, Bondarenko couldn't force it on through. Sirota then sent one towards the front. That goes off the big paddle of the stick belonging to Kyle Penton. Played too far ahead to be controlled by Fonduto. 20 to go in the period. A fluttering puck to the far side, picked on up by Konderka. 8 seconds to go in the period. Down low, this is Brezko. Brezko pinned against the wall. And finally, for the Danbury hat-tricks, A second period that they will want to see go away, quite simply, comes to an end. Danbury trails Binghamton by a score of 4-0. We will take a timeout. When we come back, we'll have the second period scoring summary. We'll take another look around the rest of the FPHL, and we'll bring in the third period of action. 4-0 Binghamton through 40 minutes of play. You're watching the Danbury Hat-Tricks on the Danbury Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Let Expedia Cruises Brookfield turn that dream into reality. Our local travel experts offer personalized planning for cruises, all-inclusive resorts, escorted tours, and more. Whether you're seeking a tropical escape or a European adventure, we've got you covered. Visit ExpediaCruises.com to start planning today. At Golf Lounge 18, we deliver state-of-the-art virtual golf fun in Danbury and throughout Connecticut. Equipped with TrackMan 4 technology, our bays allow golfers to play real courses indoors. Reserve your bay or learn more at golflounge18.com. Golf Lounge 18, real golf all year round.
Step into Gray Scent Boutique and Candle Bar, where style and creativity come together. Browse our curated finds, enjoy permanent jewelry, or craft your own custom scented candle. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're the perfect spot for gifts, gatherings, and unforgettable experiences. Visit grayscent.com for more information. Got a leak, clog, or plumbing problem you can't ignore? Call Hope Plumbing, your trusted local experts for fast, reliable service. Located in Prospect, Connecticut, help is just a call away. Visit thehopecos.com or call 203-663-3223 today to learn more. Because when it comes to plumbing, there's always hope. Building something great starts with the right materials. At Kellogg Hardwood Lumber, we supply premium hardwoods, custom millwork, and quality lumber for builders, craftsmen, and DIYers alike. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're your trusted source for strength, beauty, and reliability in every project. Visit kelloggHardwoods.com today.
Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. From heating oil and propane delivery to HVAC installation and service, we offer comprehensive solutions for homes and businesses. With automatic delivery options, flexible pricing plans, and 24/7 emergency service, Mitchell Oil ensures your comfort year-round. Visit Mitchell.com to become a customer today. Mitchell Oil, ready to serve you. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. We provide fast and reliable restoration services from properties damaged by water, fire, mold, or storms, serving both homes and businesses with 24/7 emergency response. Check us out online at pauldavis.com to find a location near you. Looking for a premier golfing experience? Visit Richter Park Golf Course, the #2 public course in the New York metro area. With 4 sets of tees, we challenge golfers of all skill levels. Open daily, Richter Park offers competitive rates and online tee time reservations. Visit richterpark.com to book your round today.
Bring back your curb appeal with Rinse and Wash Pressure Washing. From driveways and decks to siding and storefronts, we make your surfaces shine like new. Our team delivers fast, professional results you can count on. Visit rinseandwashct.com today to schedule your clean, because a fresh look starts with a rinse and wash.
Stacy's Totally Baked crafts freshly baked goods daily, from cookies and cupcakes to signature cakes for every occasion. Based in Ridgefield, we serve local cafes, cater events, and accept custom orders. Visit stacystotallyBaked.com to browse our menu and place your order. Stacy's Totally Baked, where every bite is made with love. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and made-from-scratch sides in a fun, family-friendly setting. Whether you're dining in or ordering to go, Texas Roadhouse offers legendary food and service. For more information, visit texasroadhouse.com/Danbury.
At Ventura Law, we speak your language, know your culture, and understand your story. For over 65 years, we've been fighting for the rights of injured individuals across Connecticut and New York. Our compassionate bilingual attorneys guide you through every step, making sure your voice is heard. Visit venturalaw.com for a free consultation. Ventura Law, justice you can trust. Transform your outdoor space with Yard Goats Landscaping, located in Bethel, Connecticut. From spring cleanups and tree work to custom patios, fencing, and masonry, we're your one-stop shop for all things landscaping. Visit yardgoats.io for a free consultation. Yard Goats Landscaping, where your dream yard becomes reality. Need reliable equipment for your next project? Turn to Decker Tool Rental. With locations in Danbury, Bridgeport, and beyond, we offer a full range of rental tools and heavy machinery. Whether you're a contractor or DIYer, our knowledgeable staff ensures you get the right gear for the job. Visit DeckerCatRentalStore.com today. Looking to upgrade your ride or home? Choose Emerald Tint, your premier window tinting masters for Fairfield County. Whether it's automotive, residential, commercial, or marine tinting, we use high-quality ceramic films for superior heat rejection, UV protection, and enhanced privacy. Visit EmeraldTint.com today. Raise the glass to great beer at Charter Oak Brewing Company, located here in Danbury. Enjoy 10 rotating drafts, live local music, and a shaded beer garden perfect for your next event. Visit us online at charteroakbrewing.com to learn more.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Let Expedia Cruises Brookfield turn that dream into reality. Our local travel experts offer personalized planning for cruises, all-inclusive resorts, escorted tours, and more. Whether you're seeking a tropical escape or a European adventure, we've got you covered. Visit ExpediaCruises.com to start planning today. At Golf Lounge 18, we deliver state-of-the-art virtual golf fun in Danbury and throughout Connecticut. Equipped with TrackMan 4 technology, our bays allow golfers to play real courses indoors. Reserve your bay or learn more at golflounge18.com. Golf Lounge 18, real golf all year round.
Step into Gray Scent Boutique and Candle Bar, where style and creativity come together. Browse our curated finds, enjoy permanent jewelry, or craft your own custom-scented candle. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're the perfect spot for gifts, gatherings, and unforgettable experiences. Visit grayscent.com for more information. Got a leak, clog, or plumbing problem you can't ignore? Call Hope Plumbing, your trusted local experts for fast, reliable service. Located in Prospect, Connecticut, help is just a call away. Visit thehopecos.com or call 203-663-3223 today to learn more. Because when it comes to plumbing, there's always hope. Building something great starts with the right materials. At Kellogg Hardwood Lumber, we supply premium hardwoods, custom millwork, and quality lumber for builders, craftsmen, and DIYers alike. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're your trusted source for strength, beauty, and reliability in every project. Visit KelloggHardwoods.com today.
Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. From heating oil and propane delivery to HVAC installation and service, we offer comprehensive solutions for homes and businesses. With automatic delivery options, flexible pricing plans, and 24/7 emergency service, Mitchell Oil ensures your comfort year-round. Visit Mitchell.com to become a customer today. Mitchell Oil, ready to serve you. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. We provide fast and reliable restoration services from properties damaged by water, fire, mold, or storms, serving both homes and businesses with 24/7 emergency response. Check us out online at pauldavis.com to find a location near you. Looking for a premier golfing experience? Visit Richter Park Golf Course, the #2 public course in the New York metro area. With 4 sets of tees, we challenge golfers of all skill levels. Open daily, Richter Park offers competitive rates and online tee time reservations. Visit richterpark.com to book your round today.
Bring back your curb appeal with Rinse and Wash Pressure Washing. From driveways and decks to siding and storefronts, we make your surfaces shine like new. Our team delivers fast, professional results you can count on. Visit rinseandwashct.com today to schedule your clean, because a fresh look starts with a rinse and wash.
Stacy's Totally Baked crafts freshly baked goods daily, from cookies and cupcakes to signature cakes for every occasion. Based in Ridgefield, we serve local cafes, cater events, and accept custom orders. Visit Stacy'sTotallyBaked.com to browse our menu and place your order. Stacy's Totally Baked, where every bite is made with love. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and made-from-scratch sides in a fun, family-friendly setting. Whether you're dining in or ordering to go, Texas Roadhouse offers legendary food and service. For more information, visit texasroadhouse.com/Danbury.
At Ventura Law, we speak your language, know your culture, and understand your story. For over 65 years, we've been fighting for the rights of injured individuals across Connecticut and New York. Our compassionate bilingual attorneys guide you through every step, making sure your voice is heard. Visit VenturaLaw.com for a free consultation. Ventura Law, justice you can trust. Transform your outdoor space with Yard Goats Landscaping, located in Bethel, Connecticut. From spring cleanups and tree work to custom patios, fencing, and masonry, we're your one-stop shop for all things landscaping. Visit yardgoats.io for a free consultation. Yard Goats Landscaping, where your dream yard becomes reality. Need reliable equipment for your next project? Turn to Decker Tool Rental. With locations in Danbury, Bridgeport, and beyond, we offer a full range of rental tools and heavy machinery. Whether you're a contractor or DIYer, our knowledgeable staff ensures you get the right gear for the job. Visit DeckerCatRentalStore.com today. Looking to upgrade your ride or home? Choose Emerald Tint, your premier window tinting masters for Fairfield County. Whether it's automotive, residential, commercial, or marine tinting, we use high-quality ceramic films for superior heat rejection, UV protection, and enhanced privacy. Visit EmeraldTint.com today. Raise a glass to great beer at Charter Oak Brewing Company, located here in Danbury. Enjoy 10 rotating drafts, live local music, and a shaded beer garden perfect for your next event. Visit us online at charteroakbrewing.com to learn more.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Let Expedia Cruises Brookfield turn that dream into reality. Our local travel experts offer personalized planning for cruises, all-inclusive resorts, escorted tours, and more. Whether you're seeking a tropical escape or a European adventure, we've got you covered. Visit ExpediaCruises.com to start planning today. At Golf Lounge 18, we deliver state-of-the-art virtual golf fun in Danbury and throughout Connecticut. Equipped with TrackMan 4 technology, our bays allow golfers to play real courses indoors. Reserve your bay or learn more at golflounge18.com. Golf Lounge 18, real golf all year round.
Step into Gray Scent Boutique and Candle Bar, where style and creativity come together. Browse our curated finds, enjoy permanent jewelry, or craft your own custom scented candle. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're the perfect spot for gifts, gatherings, and unforgettable experiences. Visit grayscent.com for more information. Got a leak, clog, or plumbing problem you can't ignore? Call Hope Plumbing, your trusted local experts for fast, reliable service. Located in Prospect, Connecticut, help is just a call away. Visit thehopecos.com or call 203-663-3223 today to learn more. Because when it comes to plumbing, there's always hope. Building something great starts with the right materials. At Kellogg Hardwood Lumber, we supply premium hardwoods, custom millwork, and quality lumber for builders, craftsmen, and DIYers alike. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're your trusted source for strength, beauty, and reliability in every project. Visit KelloggHardwoods.com today.
Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. From heating oil and propane delivery to HVAC installation and service, we offer comprehensive solutions for homes and businesses. With automatic delivery options, flexible pricing plans, and 24/7 emergency service, Mitchell Oil ensures your comfort year-round. Visit Mitchell.com to become a customer today. Mitchell Oil, ready to serve you. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. We provide fast and reliable restoration services from properties damaged by water, fire, mold, or storms, serving both homes and businesses with 24/7 emergency response. Check us out online at pauldavis.com to find a location near you. Looking for a premier golfing experience? Visit Richter Park Golf Course, the #2 public course in the New York metro area. With 4 sets of tees, we challenge golfers of all skill levels. Open daily, Richter Park offers competitive rates and online tee time reservations. Visit richterpark.com to book your round today.
Bring back your curb appeal with Rinse and Wash Pressure Washing. From driveways and decks to siding and storefronts, we make your surfaces shine like new. Our team delivers fast, professional results you can count on. Visit rinseandwashct.com today to schedule your clean, because a fresh look starts with a rinse and wash.
Stacy's Totally Baked crafts freshly baked goods daily, from cookies and cupcakes to signature cakes for every occasion. Based in Ridgefield, we serve local cafes, cater events, and accept custom orders. Visit stacystotallyBaked.com to browse our menu and place your order. Stacy's Totally Baked, where every bite is made with love. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and made-from-scratch sides in a fun, family-friendly setting. Whether you're dining in or ordering to go, Texas Roadhouse offers legendary food and service. For more information, visit texasroadhouse.com/Danbury.
At Ventura Law, we speak your language, know your culture, and understand your story. For over 65 years, we've been fighting for the rights of injured individuals across Connecticut and New York. Our compassionate bilingual attorneys guide you through every step, making sure your voice is heard. Visit venturalaw.com for a free consultation. Ventura Law, justice you can trust. Transform your outdoor space with Yard Goats Landscaping, located in Bethel, Connecticut. From spring cleanups and tree work to custom patios, fencing, and masonry, we're your one-stop shop for all things landscaping. Visit yardgoats.io for a free consultation. Yard Goats Landscaping, where your dream yard becomes reality. Need reliable equipment for your next project? Turn to Decker Tool Rental. With locations in Danbury, Bridgeport, and beyond, we offer a full range of rental tools and heavy machinery. Whether you're a contractor or DIYer, our knowledgeable staff ensures you get the right gear for the job. Visit DeckerCatRentalStore.com today. Looking to upgrade your ride or home? Choose Emerald Tint, your premier window tinting masters for Fairfield County. Whether it's automotive, residential, commercial, or marine tinting, we use high-quality ceramic films for superior heat rejection, UV protection, and enhanced privacy. Visit emeraldtint.com today. Raise a glass to great beer at Charter Oak Brewing Company, located here in Danbury. Enjoy 10 rotating drafts, live local music, and a shaded beer garden perfect for your next event. Visit us online at charteroakbrewing.com to learn more.
Dreaming of your next getaway? Let Expedia Cruises Brookfield turn that dream into reality. Our local travel experts offer personalized planning for cruises, all-inclusive resorts, escorted tours, and more. Whether you're seeking a tropical escape or a European adventure, we've got you covered. Visit ExpediaCruises.com to start planning today. At Golf Lounge 18, we deliver state-of-the-art virtual golf fun in Danbury and throughout Connecticut. Equipped with TrackMan 4 technology, our bays allow golfers to play real courses indoors. Reserve your bay or learn more at golflounge18.com. Golf Lounge 18, real golf all year round.
Step into Gray Scent Boutique and Candle Bar, where style and creativity come together. Browse our curated finds, enjoy permanent jewelry, or craft your own custom scented candle. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're the perfect spot for gifts, gatherings, and unforgettable experiences. Visit grayscent.com for more information. Got a leak, clog, or plumbing problem you can't ignore? Call Hope Plumbing, your trusted local experts for fast, reliable service. Located in Prospect, Connecticut, help is just a call away. Visit thehopecos.com or call 203-663-3223 today to learn more. Because when it comes to plumbing, there's always hope. Building something great starts with the right materials. At Kellogg Hardwood Lumber, we supply premium hardwoods, custom millwork, and quality lumber for builders, craftsmen, and DIYers alike. Located in Bethel, Connecticut, we're your trusted source for strength, beauty, and reliability in every project. Visit kelloggHardwoods.com today.
Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil. From heating oil and propane delivery to HVAC installation and service, we offer comprehensive solutions for homes and businesses. With automatic delivery options, flexible pricing plans, and 24/7 emergency service, Mitchell Oil ensures your comfort year-round. Visit Mitchell.com to become a customer today. Mitchell Oil, ready to serve you. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. We provide fast and reliable restoration services from properties damaged by water, fire, mold, or storms, serving both homes and businesses with 24/7 emergency response. Check us out online at pauldavis.com to find a location near you. Looking for a premier golfing experience? Visit Richter Park Golf Course, the #2 public course in the New York metro area. With 4 sets of tees, we challenge golfers of all skill levels. Open daily, Richter Park offers competitive rates and online tee time reservations. Visit richterpark.com to book your round today.
Bring back your curb appeal with Rinse and Wash Pressure Washing. From driveways and decks to siding and storefronts, we make your surfaces shine like new. Our team delivers fast, professional results you can count on. Visit rinseandwashct.com today to schedule your clean, because a fresh look starts with a rinse and wash.
Stacy's Totally Baked crafts freshly baked goods daily, from cookies and cupcakes to signature cakes for every occasion. Based in Ridgefield, we serve local cafes, cater events, and accept custom orders. Visit stacystotallyBaked.com to browse our menu and place your order. Stacy's Totally Baked, where every bite is made with love. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and made-from-scratch sides in a fun, family-friendly setting. Whether you're dining in or ordering to go, Texas Roadhouse offers legendary food and service. For more information, visit texasroadhouse.com/Danbury.
At Ventura Law, we speak your language, know your culture, and understand your story. For over 65 years, we've been fighting for the rights of injured individuals across Connecticut and New York. Our compassionate bilingual attorneys guide you through every step, making sure your voice is heard. Visit venturalaw.com for a free consultation. Ventura Law, justice you can trust. Transform your outdoor space with Yard Goats Landscaping, located in Bethel, Connecticut. From spring cleanups and tree work to custom patios, fencing, and masonry, we're your one-stop shop for all things landscaping. Visit yardgoats.io for a free consultation. Yard Goats Landscaping, where your dream yard becomes reality. Need reliable...
Welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. I'm Zach McGinnis. Third period of action about to get underway between Danbury and the Binghamton Black Bears. Through 40 minutes of play, Binghamton now holds a 4-0 lead off the strength of a 3-goal second period. Just 5 minutes and 9 seconds in on the power play, Ivan Bondarenko was able to find the back of the net for his 15th of the year. Austin DeRazio and Mac Jansen picked up the helpers. Zach Sirota then made it 3-0 a minute and 50 seconds later. For Sirota, his 17th of the year, assisted by Cameron Cervoni and Tyson Kirkby. And then Garrett Sargis added the exclamation mark to the period. That goal coming at the 18-18 mark for Sargis, his 13th of the year, assisted by Kirkby, putting Binghamton up 4-0. Taking a look around the rest of the FPHL, through 40 minutes of play, the Athens Rock Lobsters have a 4-3 lead over the Twin City Thunderbirds. Former Danbury hat-trick Carter Shinkarik picking up a goal for the Rock Lobsters, who scored all 3 goals in the second period. Gosh, that sounds familiar. Meanwhile, down in South Carolina, the PD Ice Cats and the Columbus River Dragons are tied at 3. Vadim Frolov, another former hat-trick, finding the back of the net for the Ice Cats. Down in Biloxi, the Breakers hosting the Blue Ridge Bobcats. This is a game that's most important for Danbury, and it's not going very well. Biloxi scored the first goal of the game. Blue Ridge has scored the last 4. Blue Ridge up 4-1 over Biloxi with 13:44 to go in the second period. They're tied at 1 out west between Indiana and Topeka. 13:40 to go in the second period. And up in Western New York, the Watertown Wolves are tied 1-0 with the Port Huron Prowlers. Former Danbury hat-trick Marquis Grant Mentis tying up the game for Watertown at the 11:33 mark of the first period. There's 9 minutes to go in the second. Meanwhile, in the North American Hockey League, the Danbury Junior hat-tricks were able to tie the game on Peter Friel's 11th goal of the season. Tanner Tananova and Matt Judge picking up the assist, but Rochester was able to answer 5 minutes later. They lead it 2-1. Danbury in their special St. Patrick's Day themed uniforms, the greens going from left to right in this third period. Binghamton in their road white uniforms going from right to left as we are underway in period number 3. One thing I did want to mention, CJ Stubbs did pick up a 2-minute minor for instigating in that fight with Ian Tukeny. However, he does not pick up any form of misconduct, so we'll see Stubbs come back out onto the ice during this period. Face-off down in the Binghamton zone to the left of goaltender Brandon Shantz. Shantz, in his professional hockey debut, has stopped all 16 shots sent his way. He's looking to cap it off with a shutout. Off the draw, controlled by the Black Bears, but then intercepted by Grady Friedman. Friedman works it on back to the point. Szynski could not get it back down deep, instead picked off by Kirkby and now given along far side. Here's Mac Jansen towards the front of the cage, never got through. Loose puck picked up by Romikers, and then that gets deflected out of play. Face-off will remain in the Danbury zone with only 40 seconds gone by in the third. After tonight's game, Danbury will have to hit the road for their next matchup against the Watertown Wolves on Friday, March the 20th, a 7:30 face-off up at the Watertown Arena. Watertown Arena that was remodeled, call it about 8 years ago or so now, as this one deflects towards Penton, who steers it away. Or check that. Now in goal for Danbury is Aiden Pierce, as Kyle Penton will have to watch the rest of this game from the bench. We'll get you your stats on Aiden Pierce in just a moment, as Pierce gets a piece of that and sends it out of play. 1:06 gone by in the third period. Face-off once again will be in the Danbury zone. So face-off to Aiden Pierce's right. Aiden Pierce has appeared in 7 games already this season for the hat-tricks. As icing's called against Danbury, he'll get to see the puck again rather soon. Pierce started this season with Misericordia in the NCAA Division III level, making the jump to college after finishing up last year with the Boston Junior Terriers in the NCDC. Now, the Junior Terrier started that year in the Eastern Hockey League. It was a real interesting time in junior hockey along the East Coast, as this one on goal kicked aside by Pierce. But a few teams in the Eastern Hockey League said that they wanted to jump leagues in front. A shot by Sargis, stopped by Pierce. Behind the net. This one sent up towards the blue line. Now Shankar. Down low, behind the net. A one-hander towards the front gets easily handled. And taken out of the zone by the Tricks. Looking to hop on his horse is Ian Tukeny, but Tukeny unable to come up with it. 2 minutes gone by in the third. Across the line, Jansen on goal, held on to by Pierce, and he will hold on. Face-off will be to Aiden Pierce's left. So Aiden Pierce making his professional hockey league debut. He's dressed 7 times. He's been dressed on the bench for Danbury since joining the team back on February 20th against the Indiana Sentinels. But now Aiden Pierce making his professional debut as well. And there's some weird symmetry to this. Aiden Pierce wears number 72 for Danbury. Brandon Chance wears 72 for the Black Bears. Both of them making their professional debuts tonight. You don't see that too often. Here's Greg Sosinski. Chipped off the window far side, but not down deep. Now collected by Caden Fennell. Frondudo sent one wide. Pair of players for both teams battling for the puck. Eventually it pops on out. Mac Jansen will corral it for the Black Bears. Given up ahead for Bondarenko, who got the scoring started for us back in the first. A big drive by Jansen. Goes high and wide. Now picked up and given on back to the point. Romikers, far side for Cervoni. That one gets deflected out of play. Faceoff will remain in the Danbury zone. 6:55 to go in regulation time. Danbury needs 4 to tie. So how about that for Aiden Pierce? You go from, really in just about a calendar's worth of time, you're playing junior hockey in the NCDC and unsanctioned USA Hockey League. You start playing this season in college. Now here you are making your pro debut. How fast things can change in this sport. Rattled around to the near side wall where it's picked on up by Romikers. Romikers then sees this get fluttered over his head. He'll pick it up. Thought about the wraparound on his backhand, but then thought better of it. Romikers keeps the cycle going, giving down low for Kirkby. Kirkby pinned up against the wall by Frondudo. Centering feed could not be controlled cleanly by Sirota. Looking to chase after this is Rubtsov. Shantz comes well out of his cage. Rubtsov able to pick it on up. Gets a little help from Friedman. Friedman towards the front, and he sent it wide. Oh, that's the second time in this game that Danbury's had nearly an empty net to shoot at, and they've sent it to the far side. They have gotten no bounces going their way in this game. 4 minutes now gone by in the third. Here's Gavin Yates. Yates towards the front, stopped by Pierce. Behind the net. Kuznetsov had it momentarily. Worked up through center and now skating up ahead with speed into the zone is Barons in front. Stopped by Shantz, cleared all the way down. This should be enough for icing. Having a range on back is Sosinski, and he'll touch up. So 15 and a half gone by in the third period. 4-0 your score. Binghamton still holding on to the lead. Face off to Brandon Chance's left. It'll be Josh Newberg on the draw for the hat tricks. A clean win on back. Sosinski, his shot ricochets just wide. Shankar can't clear from the blue line, gloved by Shantz, and he holds on. Well, Danbury seemingly finding a little offense that had been absent for a majority of this game as they look to dig their way out of a hole again. We are getting closer and closer to the playoffs, and right now Danbury on the outside looking in. They don't face the Blue Ridge Bobcats another time this season, so they'll have to do everything they can to help themselves. Here's Garrett Sargis, forced off by Sosinski. Chipped around the wall, but not out. D'Orazio, his shot held on to by Pierce. And the Misericordia product holds on for a face-off to his right. Well, we mentioned how Brandon Shantz not the biggest of goaltenders. Aiden Pierce, that's the same story. The 21-year-old out of Oshawa clocks in at 5'10", 160 pounds. Pierce started his junior career in the CCHL with the Pembroke Lumber Kings, one of the great hockey names out there, before heading on over to the Boston Junior Rangers of the Eastern Hockey League 2 seasons ago. Puck battled for in front of a couple happy fans in front of the Zamboni doors. This one goes all the way down. This will not be icing. And so chasing after it for the Tricks is Frandudo. Frandudo now gets a little help from Friedman. It's all for naught as it's quickly cleared on out. Schwint for Binghamton. Across the blue line into the zone. Schwinta's shot goes off a defensive leg and out of play. Face-off will be in the Danbury zone. But first, we will take a timeout. 4-0 Binghamton. You're watching the Danbury Hat-Tricks on the Danbury Hat-Tricks digital network.
Raise a glass to locally crafted spirits at Litchfield Distillery. Enjoy free tours and tastings of our award-winning spirits, including bourbon, rye, gin, and ready-to-drink cocktails. Open daily with tours on the hour. Book your spot at litchfielddistillery.com. Litchfield Distillery, batch by batch. Craving a craft beer escape? Come to Reverie Brewing Company in Newtown, where every pint is brewed with passion and flavor. Catch a rotating tap list, enjoy food trucks almost every day, and join us for live events and good times. Visit reveriebrewing.com for our menu, hours, and upcoming events. Reverie Brewing. Don't quit your daydream. In the mood for a sweet treat? Visit Twister's Ice Cream Cafe in New Fairfield. Enjoy 32 delicious homemade ice cream and Italian ice flavors, including rotating specials. Plus, catch Twisters at all Danbury Hat-Tricks home games this season. For more information, check them out on Facebook.
Welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. 14:24 to go in regulation time. Danbury needs 4 to tie. Face off to the right of Aiden Pierce, who has come on in relief of goaltender Kyle Penton. Penton had certainly logged lots and lots of minutes for Danbury over the past 10 games or so. He has been the goaltender of record in all of them. Fired across, far side, but defensed away by Bondarenko. Here is Stubbs making his return to the ice. Stubbs, high slot, gives back Bondarenko, dropped back Jansen. Jansen towards the cage, deflected on goal, stopped by Pierce. Now Anderson. Across off the stick of Romikers. Danbury might be able to get something going here. Streaking in towards the cage, a shot stopped by Shantz. Well, with the opportunity for Danbury was Milan Brezko. Brezko getting back defensively. Meanwhile, Jansen in front, and Pierce goes post to post to make a good save. 6.5 gone by in the third. Romikers. A long pass goes past everyone, but no icing on the play. Somebody must have gotten a stick on that. Szynski. Given back behind the net. Having to reach back to retrieve was Tukany. Stone. Turned around, and now Josh Newberg. Worked down deep by Szynski. Loose puck in the corner. Eventually, it's Desmarais who's able to come up with it. Played back to the point, however, but Szynski has to clear out towards center. He'll launch one down into the far corner. Over 7 minutes gone by in the third period. Aiden Pierce thought about playing it out himself. Instead, goes around behind the net. Now here come the Hat-Tricks through center. Chernyuk. Far side, a one-timer. Oh, somehow Shantz got enough of that. Far side. Around the horn, Fennell. Played in front, into the air, gloved by Brandon Shantz. And he holds on. Boy, Brandon Shantz looking very good for the Binghamton Black Bears. There have been a few times that Danbury has seemingly had a guaranteed goal. A few misses of the net, and we've seen Brandon Shantz make a couple very pretty saves as well. So at 12:07 to go in regulation time. Off the draw. One towards the wall by Sargis. Played off the crumble sign. And now Fennell Down low, behind the net, forced off Rubtsov. Loose puck in front, stopped by Shantz. Rebound still in a dangerous area. Shantz this time will clamp a glove on top of it. Face-off will be to Shantz's left. Now Brandon Shantz made the initial save on the Anton Rubtsov backhand shot. But then that went off of a defensive skate and ended up rolling its way back on goal. Danbury will stay in the offensive zone, however, as the Danbury Hat-Tricks faithful try to will their team back into this game. A great crowd on hand on First Responders Night. We'll give you some details about the uniforms that are going to be auctioned off as well after the next stoppage. They'll come in a minute and a half, plus a whistle. Garrett Sargis nearly turns himself inside out, loses possession of the puck. Here's Frandudo giving along far side. In front, stopped by Shantz. Puck bounces out towards the blue line. Fennel a riser, gloved by Shantz, and he holds on. Well, Caden Fennel suddenly saw the C's part in front of him. But by doing so, that gave Brandon Shantz the opportunity to track that puck into his glove and hold on. So face-off to Shantz's left. 11:17 to go in a noisy Danbury Ice Arena. Off the draw, here's Stone. DeRazio down into the corner, a centering feed, stopped by Pierce. You know, give Aiden Pierce some credit. It has been over 2 hours. Actually, do the math. It's been just about 3 hours since warm-ups. He comes into this game cold against the #1 team in the league. And so far, he has impressed. Coming up on the halfway point of this third period. Forced on back for Austin DeRazio. Sent down deep. First one to it for the Hat-Tricks is Ian Tukany. Tukany able to get around the forecheck of Bondarenko. Tukany then has his pocket picked. Kirkby. Near side, Gavin Yates off of the bench. Yates, from a bad angle, tried sending one towards the front. Pickford in the way of that. From the point, a shot by York, kicked aside by Pierce. Taken over by Josh Newberg. Newberg, suddenly realizing he had 2 forecheckers to deal with, gives across for Pickford. Newberg can't advance it over the red line as a Let's Go Hat-Tricks chant comes up from the crowd. At center, dummied along for Frandudo. Frandudo on goal, deflected up high. Play continues as we're past the halfway point now. Yates, or check that, Kirkby just sends the puck down deep. Aiden Pierce leaves it off on the side of his cage. At center, played back by Rubtsov. Now Frandudo wanted to give back to Rubtsov and does so. Rubtsov could not control that cleanly off the kick plate. Picked on up by Gavin Yates and skied down once again. Pierce, this time will clear it out himself. Danbury keeping along the far side wall as this goes all the way down. Shantz, near side for Jesse Anderson. Anderson looking up ice as the clock winks past 9 to go in regulation time. Swain picks up the soft pass, can't maneuver around Chernyuk. Here come the Hat-Tricks back the other way. It's a 2-on-1 if they hurry into the zone. Dropped on back, everybody back defensively, and no shot on goal as Nick Swain takes over. Swain turns it over, a shot on goal, in and out of the glove of Shantz. 8:40 to go in the third period. Fennel just plays it on back, where it's then controlled by Dmitry Kuznetsov. Kuznetsov for Brezko. Sosinski. Overskating it was Brezko, and so he has to start all over again. Brezko this time slides it across far side. Tricks able to get into the zone, knifing that down, Mac Jansen. Jansen could not advance it any further. Instead, it's taken over by DeRazio. Dropped on back Bondarenko, near side Stubbs. Stubbs gets around one, sent in front, a little too fancy, as Binghamton unable to get the shot on goal. Under 8 to play. At center. Unable to get the puck down deep was Desmarais. Jansen. Binghamton happy to keep this clock going, happy to maintain possession. They've been able to do that for most of this game. Mac Jansen back into his zone. Jansen wanted to go between the legs, poke checked away by Sosinski. Skied over far side, worked into the zone softly by Desmarais, but then taken on over by Matthew York. 7:15 to go in the third. At the blue line, that's an onside play. Poke checked away by Frandudo and cleared all the way down. Actually, it goes off a linesman's legs, and so that allows Danbury to come back in transition. It's 2-on-3 across the blue line. Played along for Frandudo. Frandudo then runs into Cervoni and lost possession of the puck. Under 7 to play as this clock keeps moving. Fennell comes together with Sirota. Yates there as well, but it's taken over by the Tricks. Pickford able to get around the forecheck of Gavin Yates, and then from center, he'll send it down deep. Shantz, who stopped all 23, sent his way. Starts to break out himself. From center, Kirkby couldn't get it down deep. Played near side for Friedman, but then Friedman bested by a fellow 77 and Jesse Anderson. From the red line, here's Kuznetsov. He'll lay it all the way around to the near side. Gavin Friedman on goal, getting a piece of it. Shantz, a shot from the blue line, partially blocked. Sirota getting in the way. Skied out towards center. He'll land on the Hat-Tricks logo before taken over by Sosinski. Under 6 to play. Chip down deep once again. First one to it, Jesse Anderson for Binghamton. Anderson gets tripped on the play, and with 5:39 to go in the third period, Binghamton will go on to the power play, but first, we will take a timeout. 4-0 Black Bears. You're watching the Danbury Hat-Tricks on the Danbury Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Upgrade your home with Buzz-8 Appliance, your trusted source for top brand appliances and expert service. We've got the selection and knowledge to help you find the perfect fit. Visit our showrooms in Danbury and Brookfield or shop online at buzz8appliance.com. Buzz-8 Appliance, where quality meets dependability. Discover fresh quality and unbeatable value at Carluzzi's, your family-owned grocery market. We've got everything you need under one roof. Proudly serving Danbury and surrounding communities. Visit carluzzi's.com for weekly specials. Carluzzi's, where quality meets community.
Hungry? Chick-fil-A has you covered in Brookfield on Federal Road and inside the Danbury Fair Mall. From the original chicken sandwich to fresh salads and nuggets, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner your way. The perfect way to feed your family. Chick-fil-A, great food, friendly service.
Craving something sweet? Treat yourself at Peach Wave of Bethel. Choose from a variety of creamy frozen yogurts, pile on your favorite toppings, and create the perfect swirl every time. Located right in the heart of Bethel, it's dessert your way every day. Stop in or visit peachwaveyogurt.com. Peach Wave of Bethel, where flavor meets fun.
Back underway here in Danbury with 5.5 to go in regulation time. Binghamton back on the power play once again. They lead it 4-0. Swung on back by Stubbs. Now Jansen for D'Orazio. D'Orazio near side Kirkby. Kirkby reverses on back D'Orazio. Again, Binghamton, they certainly don't need any more goals, so they can take their time here. D'Orazio again. A shot goes wide. Another shot. D'Orazio might have taken a stick up high as he's slow back up to his skates. He'll stay out there, however, as Bondarenko sees his hop over his stick on the near side. Jansen giving on back. A shot by D'Orazio goes wide. Bondarenko picks up the loose puck. 55 to go on the power play. Jansen scores! Mac Jansen A power play goal. And with 4:30 to go in regulation time, the Black Bears make it 5-0. So Mac Jansen with his 30th goal of the season. That's second overall on this Binghamton team. Manages to ruin the debut of Aiden Pierce, who again has looked good for Danbury. Well, with 4.5 to go, Binghamton connects on the power play again. That's their second power play goal in this game. Remember, they have the best power play in the league. And Danbury unable to keep themselves out of the box. Have seen things go from bad to worse. Again, Danbury came into this game 9 points behind Blue Ridge in the FPHL, where regulation wins are worth 3 points. That's not as bad as that sounds, but this Danbury team is starting to run out of time in the season as that shot gets ramped up off a defensive stick and goes out of play. 3:48 to go in regulation time. And one last time, we will take a timeout. You're watching the Danbury Hat-Tricks on the Danbury Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
It's time for a tasty, gooey treat. Crumble Cookies in Danbury has the freshest, warmest cookies around. With 6 new gourmet cookie flavors every week, there's always a reason to treat yourself. For the latest flavors and updates, visit crumblecookies.com/Danbury. Visit Danbury Duck Pin Bowling Lanes for family fun. Enjoy the classic charm of duck pin bowling with 16 lanes, including a private party room. Perfect for kids' parties, senior leagues, and casual play. Open daily with affordable rates and a welcoming atmosphere. Visit DanburyDuckPin.com to reserve your lane today. Looking for a bank that puts you first? Visit Fairfield County Bank, serving Connecticut since 1871. With 17 local branches, we offer personal and business banking, mortgages, insurance, and investment services, all with a personal touch. Visit FairfieldCountyBank.com to learn more.
Welcome back to the Danbury Ice Arena. I'm Zach McGinnis. 3:48 to go in regulation time, and the Binghamton Black Bears are cruising. They're up 5-0. We've mentioned it before, but these teams will have to see each other a few more times this season. They'll be in action against each other in 2 weekends, another home-and-home series. Friday night up in Binghamton at 7 o'clock. Saturday, the March 28th, here in Danbury, another 7 o'clock start as well. And then these teams finish up the regular season against each other again with a home-and-home. This time it will be Danbury at home on Friday, April the 10th at 7:30. Binghamton closes out their regular season on home ice on Saturday, April the 11th. Into the zone come the Hat-Tricks as they look to spoil Brandon Chance's dreams of starting his professional career with a shutout. He's 3 minutes away from doing so. DeRazio around far side Stone. Stone just rim one into the Danbury zone. Unable to control it was Tukane. Now Stubbs. Chernyuk. And Tukane again. Had his pocket picked by Stubbs. Swain towards the cage, blocked in front. Here comes Grady Friedman. 1-on-4 into the zone with the rest of his teammates changing. Under 2.5 to go in regulation time. Picked on up by Szynski. Szynski once again. Check that Chernyuk with some help from Szynski. Eventually it's Bondarenko who emerges with it. Stubbs wanting to go back to the point, getting a stick in the way of that was Milan Brezko, and then it ends up in the bench. So the whistle blows with 2:03 to go in regulation time. Well, we've mentioned the neutral site game coming up next, as the Danbury Hat-Tricks host the Watertown Wolves at Menon Arena in Morristown, New Jersey. Make sure you head on over to danburyhattricks.com to buy your special tickets for the neutral site game in New Jersey. Federal Prospects Hockey League, in their first couple seasons, had more teams in the New York City metro area than just us up here in Danbury. You had the New Jersey Rockhoppers, who played out of Cody Arena. You also had the Brooklyn Aviators, who then rebranded as the New York Aviators before they moved on to greener pastures. As that shot ramps out of play, 90 seconds to go. But certainly would like to see single A hockey return to the Garden State. New Jersey is getting another professional team next season, as the Utah Grizzlies of the ECHL are relocating down to the capital city of Trenton. They will be known as the Trenton Ironhawks when they get underway at the Cure Insurance Arena next season. So under 100 seconds to go as this gets sent out towards center. Matt York plays on back for Cervoni. Another shot goes off of a linesman. That does not feel good. Even worse when you don't have that much in the way of padding. Kirkby able to sweep it out towards center. Final minute of play. Far side. This gets chipped down deep. York the first one to it for the Black Bears. He'll reverse behind the net. Chasing after that is Cervoni. Sirota. Now York. York plays up ahead. Gavin Yates had left the zone a little early, but still managed to clear it on out. 30 seconds to go. Shantz leaves it behind for Tyson Kirkby, and let's see if Kirkby even decides to move this puck. 20 seconds to go. Kirkby remains safely behind his own net. He'll get smoked on out by Josh Newberg. Kirkby just taking care of this puck. Under 10 seconds to go. 5. Caden Fennell, perhaps one last chance, but he won't get a shot on goal. The Binghamton Black Bears shut out the Danbury Hat-Tricks by a score of 5-0. Brandon Shantz, in his professional debut, makes a 26-save shutout. He had 4 shutouts in his collegiate career. He's now 1 for 1 professionally. Let's take one last look at the scoring in this game. For the Binghamton Black Bears, they got on the board with 12.7 seconds to go in the first period when Ivan Bondarenko was given all sorts of time and space in front of the net. Almost seemed like he could have made himself a sandwich before scoring the goal. For Bondarenko, his 15th of the season, assisted by Scott Ramekers and Mac Jansen. Ultimately, that goal will go down as the game winner. Now, they're giving Bondarenko credit for the power play goal that was scored at the 5:09 mark of the second. It came off of an Austin Durazio shot, so perhaps Bondarenko was able to get a piece of it in front. But for Bondarenko, a 2-goal night, his 16th of the year. Mac Jansen again with the secondary. That made it 2-0. A minute and 50 seconds later, Zach Sirota on the back door bangs home a Cameron Cervoni shot. Tyson Kirkby picks up the other assist for Sirota. His 13th of the year made it 3-0. Garrett Sargis finished off the second period at the 18-18 mark with his 14th of the year, assisted by Tyson Kirkby. And then in the third period on the power play, Mac Jansen with his 30th of the season, assisted by CJ Stubbs and Ivan Bondarenko. Made it 5-0. Binghamton ultimately ends up going 2 for 6 on the power play. Danbury coming up empty. They go 0 for 6. So now taking a look at the standings, the Black Bears with 3 points tonight They remain atop the entire league now with 122 points, an overall record of 37-5, 5-0 for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. They see their record fall to 16, 22, 4-5. They remain in 5th place with 61 points. Blue Ridge and Topeka. Topeka has 2 games in hand on both Blue Ridge and Danbury. Both have 72 points. Danbury, if they want to make the playoffs, will have to catch one of those 2 teams. Taking a look at both of those teams who are in action tonight, Indiana and Topeka are tied at 1 through 40 minutes of play. Meanwhile, for Blue Ridge, let's see what they're up to. Blue Ridge still holds the lead over the Biloxi Breakers. That game 4-1 right now in favor of Blue Ridge with the 3rd period just underway. So for the Danbury Hat-Tricks, ever since professional hockey started in Danbury with the Danbury Trashers back in 2004, there has never been a professional team in Danbury history who has not made the playoffs. The Hat-Tricks right now in danger of becoming the first. But still some games left to be played, and we have certainly seen this Danbury team dig deep before. And that's what they'll have to do next weekend against Watertown on the road on Friday. And then for all you Danbury Hat-Tricks fans in the area, head on down to New Jersey. Mennen Arena is about an hour 15 away or so. Certainly hope that we can see you down there. If not, we'll have all the action for you right here on the Danbury Hat-Tricks digital network. So that'll just about wrap things up for us here. For everybody on the technical side of things, our producer tonight has been Justin Coet, and our broadcast director has been Leo Viero. Binghamton 5, Danbury nothing. And until next time, I'm Zach McGinnis saying so long from the Empire, or rather from the Constitution State.